Oh, well, everybody know who I want next. I want Terence Crawford next.
You're going to make that happen?
Huh?
You're going to make that happen?
Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm going to get these straps and I'm going to go over there and take his shit too.
All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening.
Thank you, man. Now, strap season, I know what time it is, baby. Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
All right.
I'm not catching fades anymore. Gotta keep my hands clean when they come for the board. Keep it smooth like a dawn, making moves in the dark. Cause I learned how to swim in the pool full of sharks. Now they coaches, cause they can't read all his motions. How the kid never switch codes, but he code switch focus. Staring down your team with a frozen, ice cold look that could end the summer solstice. Cause I'm more like the top dog. Keep on running game and the gang will accost y'all. I be calling plays from a plane while I'm off court. But we ain't the same, you a lame, I'm a mob star. Actually, I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athlete. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pour strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode. I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, Godfather, I'm the kingpin. They know I'm a dog and a beast, man. Yeah, I keep the peace with a piece, man. I ain't got no time for a piece, man. Why would I respond to a pawn? I'm the... Hold up.
If I let my dogs off the leash, then you might want to get out of Dodge by the evening. Honestly, think it's not the blood in the beef. If they don't leave anything behind after eating.
I can see you soft, ever thought about retreating. If you never have, then they'll give you a reason. Better watch your tone, lose your bass when you speaking. Underneath the mask is the wrath of a beast. When you learn how to smile in their face, then go cutthroat. Then they want to call you a con when the blood cold. I remember starving while y'all had a truckload. Now I'm with the mob with the call and the gusto. I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athlete. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pour strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode. I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, Godfather. I'm the kingpin.
What's good, boxing heads? What's good, man? What is going on in the atmosphere? What's going on, Eric Johnson? I see you, brother. He says, probably need to take Bud out of the intro with the ducking ass. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's still, with him ducking, it's still one of the best fights in boxing. That's the sad thing. We're still processing the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We still processing it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because we always thought of Terence Crawford as being, you know, that dude with the skills, you know. But then it's just kind of surreal that at the last moment, this motherfucker chicken out. So, you know, that's unheard of in boxing history to perceive somebody to be, you know what I'm saying, pound for pound number one, only to have him, you know what I'm saying, cower out. And that is just something that's unforgivable. He don't give a damn. He's looking at everybody like he don't owe you shit. And that seems to be the word today, that, you know, if we follow the sport so closely that we're passionate about, and they looking at us and saying, I don't owe you shit. This is what I do. Yeah, you went in there and you build your career, but you gave us a perception as we paid our money to buy your pay-per-views. You gave us a perception by talking shit that you're something that you're not. And that's what's going on right now. So we got a lot of people, you know, they accept that shit, that, you know, this dude has put himself out there like he's pound for pound number one, called himself the best in the world. And yet this motherfucker pull a duck move, the biggest duck move in history. So how can boxing fans accept a duck award over somebody who fight the best? Now that's got to be, what I'm saying, some kind of mental issue right there for me. You know what I'm saying? Especially coming off this damn Lomachenko debacle, which we just saw. Lomachenko lost that shit, bro. And I'm like looking at motherfuckers talking about some Lomachenko won 7 rounds to 5, bro. I'm just like, what the fuck going on about people just they talking about boxing is subjective. But the ass whipping Lomachenko took last night was not subjective, bro. That should have been, across the board, everybody approved. Yeah, Lomachenko came back and maybe won 4 rounds, maybe. But from what I saw, Ortiz should have been crowned. You know what I'm saying? His stock should have been next for Devin Haney. That's all I'm saying. He should have been next for Devin Haney. All these people talking about Lomachenko did enough, bro. I mean, the worst it should have been was a draw. The worst that should have been a draw. You know what I'm saying? If they're gonna do him like that, there's no way in the world Lomachenko won that fight. And I'm telling you here, I'm sitting here and I don't even have a dog in the fight. I mean, I don't hate White Jesus that much. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was hoping he win because I want to see Devin Haney. I want to see him and Devin Haney square off. But in my opinion, he clearly lost that. He clearly lost that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? You say you missed it, Eric Johnson. Yeah, man. Ortiz came out, man, and they give him. And it's weird how Ward them changed the narrative once they seen it was getting out of hand for Loma to like really win the fight, to give him a case. They start changing the narrative. They start commenting on Ortiz work. You know what I'm saying? Even when Lomachenko, see, the danger when you fighting like a Lomachenko or Canelo, even though they start doing better, they could go from being fucked up in the fight, and then they could be doing just a little bit better. Then all of a sudden they've taken control of the fight just because they're doing a little bit better later, right? Not that he was dominating. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was a little bit more aggressive than he was in the first half, but was he winning all the round, right? Or you could give him a swing round or two. Maybe if you wanted to, you could say Loma won 5, but you would be really stretching it, bro, from what I saw. But you got motherfuckers out here talking about, well, Loma came on in the late championship rounds. Yeah, he came on, but shit, he lost all the other rounds, god damn it. You know what I'm saying? This is almost like Oscar De La Hoya, Phyllis Trinidad, when Oscar ran the majority of the first round and decided to cruise, but Ortiz still had a good showing of himself in the last half, and the only reason that was because he hadn't gone a 10 round fight yet, and he was still catching Loma coming in to the body. You know what I'm saying? Catching him with jabs and shit, even when he was tired. But they wasn't commenting on his work. And when they would do the replays, all they would show was Lomachenko, hitting this kid, and they never showed his combinations in none of the damn replays. And they just stopped commenting on the dude work when he would catch Lomachenko coming in. I was like, this is the bullshit. See, it gets a point in the fight when you start seeing the setup because they know Loma was fucked up. They know he was behind. They know even Ward them had to stop saying that shit. They had to turn the conversation around round 8 because Lomachenko had done lost all that shit, bro. They had to turn the shit around in favor of Lomachenko. You see what I'm saying? They had to start talking down Ortiz, what he was doing in the fight, because he was catching Loma. The only way Loma was scoring at one point in the fight was walking through shit, coming on the inside and catching and pushing off Ortiz and catching him as he pushed him off, and that was it. And then he would just rush him, maybe get a couple of taps in. Every now and then he'd catch him with a big shot. I think he hurt him once or twice to the body, but it wasn't enough to goddamn, win the entire damn round because Ortiz was on his ass, bro. Ortiz was tearing his ass up. What's going on? What's going on, young billionaire in the building? Ricky Williams. Yeah. Loma got a gift, just like Oscar, like all the big boys. But he got his ass. But to me, he got his ass for Loma, bro, because Ortiz wasn't supposed to be doing it like that. You know what I'm saying? And that kid, he got swag, bro. He wasn't scared. He wasn't intimidated by the moment. That's why a lot of fighters don't fight they're sparring partners because they end up whipping your ass because they know all your moves. And I'm just surprised. I'm just surprised without paying this kid off that they let this kid in here and fight Lomachenko like that because he looked terrible. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Slime? What's going on, bro?
Yeah, man. I just wanted to come in here. Bro, Loma looked exactly the same in the TO fight. Like exactly the same. He didn't throw a punch into the fourth round. He can't fight on his back foot. He can't fight going backwards. And the
Mm-mm.
word is out on that, and people is taking advantage of that. They're coming forward and they're pressing the gas on Loma, bro. And Loma can't take that shit. He can give the pressure, but he can't take the pressure like he can give it.
But even when he was given the pressure, he was taking combinations.
Yeah, for
He was
sure.
getting balloon when he came in, bro. And then the dude was working to the body on the offhand, you know what I'm saying, hitting Loma to the body. I mean, they wasn't commenting that maybe one or two times they said, okay, he working a couple of lefts to the body. Then all of a
Yeah,
sudden they stopped saying anything about what
it's
he was doing.
wild, bro. It's
Isn't that
wild because
crazy?
you know what I'm saying. Like Ortiz had a lot of good moments in that fight, and if you look at the highlights, and if you look at like throughout the fight, they was playing the
Oh, let
highlights
me
of it
shout out
after the
Ricky
round.
Williams. You know what I'm saying? Ricky Williams, you know what I'm saying? Y'all subscribe to Ricky Williams, you know what I'm saying? You know, he got a lot of great
Most
content.
definitely.
He's on that little piece, a lot of wisdom. You know what I'm saying? I just want to shout him out. And Young Billionaire, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I love his interviews, man. That's one of my favorite channels, him and Ricky. I learn a lot from just watching them guys. What's going on, Ben Judah? I see you out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, I dropped the link there in case you want to come up. Anybody want to come up? Big Keith, I see you out there. Brian Bradley and Dave skates all day. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry about that. Go ahead.
Oh no, you good. It's yeah, man. It's just I feel like the word out on Loma, man. Like these young cats, they know what to do with them now, bro. Like
What?
T.O.,
How did you have it scored? How did you have the fight scored? Because it was
bro.
hard for me because Ortiz
I
was saying
gave
this.
Ortiz all the rounds up until round 6. And
Mm-hmm.
then in the middle rounds, when he switched up on Southpaw, I gave him that round. And then he had a lot of good moments when he switched back orthodox for a second, for a quick, you know what I'm saying, for a
Mm-hmm.
couple rounds. But Loma squeaked out 2 of the middle rounds. I gave
Mm-hmm.
Ortiz 1 of the middle rounds. And then about round 9 through 12, I gave all them to Loma. So Loma only got 5 rounds. That's what I'm saying. 5 rounds on my scorecard.
Yeah, I mean, I can accept, you know, a 7-5 Ortiz or a draw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. That was
I thought
crazy,
Loma
bro.
came back too,
117, 111 Loma. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
bro.
That's
And the
crazy.
116, 112.
Yeah, that's fucking
What,
crazy.
bro, I'm
That's
talking about
wild.
that's like the reverse. That was like if Loma was Ortiz. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? I'm like, what fight was they watching, bro? But we already know. We already know how top rank get down. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? They wouldn't even sanction this shit if Bob Arum wasn't, you know what I'm saying, in
facts.
control of this shit. Now he wouldn't have been in there. He needed a good test though. You know what I'm saying, to
So,
get back on the level where he was. You know what I'm saying? Because this dude was way better than Comey. This dude was way better than Nakatani. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? This dude was sweet with the footwork. At one point, I mean, he had Lomachenko flustered, bro.
so,
Lomachenko, he was trying to calculate to get inside. Then he just realized he just had to go through that shit because this kid was too quick. He was moving too well. The pace that he set was just too fast for Lomachenko. Right now, I'm gonna tell you this. Now, Lomachenko had more stamina, and that's due to the experience that he has as a champion. You
that's
know,
the
he know.
only thing that got him through the fight, bro. That's the only reason he
Hmm.
won the championship rounds, bro, because he still had the gas in the tank. Ortiz already gassed himself out because he haven't been in the 12-round fight. See, Loma knew this. He knew bro haven't been in the 12-round fight. He
Right.
sparred dude before, so he know that he got all these skills. It's not like
Hmm.
Loma was going in here not knowing. He know the Ortiz and them said they was piecing him up in his camp when he had him in camp. So he knew dude had some skills, bro. He knew he was gonna
But
wait him
he
out.
just
He was gonna
uh huh.
tire him out, and drown
Uh-huh.
them out in the deep end. He knew this shit.
And I was just disgusted at saying that Bradley, he's a little bit of a devil's advocate, because he'll say some shit like he was saying, like, if you move and take those angles away from Lomachenko, then you can beat him. You know what I'm saying? He'll say some
Yeah.
controversial shit like that. But then you have Ward who try to clean that shit up, you know what I'm saying, and try to just put it away. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he didn't have the experience. It was a good try, son. You know what I'm saying? That kind of shit. Try to pack it away and try to cover it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, bro. No, y'all off, bro. And I seen when the language started changing, it was round about round 8 when they knew they had to put some rounds in the bank for Lomachenko, man. And I'm tired of this kind of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? We see it. We see how they do it. You know what I'm saying? And they just wasn't commenting the highlights. You didn't see no Ortiz highlight, even though he was giving sometimes he would shoe shine Loma to the body. You know what I'm saying? But they was hard blows though, not just the little shoe shine. You know what I'm saying? He was like hitting them to the body, coming up top. He was styling on Lomachenko, bro. And I was like, where's the coverage? Where is the, you know what I'm saying? They would mention it, but they would downplay it. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? This is against Lomachenko. This kid is not supposed to be doing this to Lomachenko. And they were just trying to play it down like it was all calm, right? Like Lomachenko got it under control. No, nigga, he ain't had nothing under control. He was getting fucked up last night. And I think everybody should recognize that. And I think this kid got cheated, man. I think he got robbed. And a lot of people don't want to say that because they love white Jesus. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's like changing white Jesus black at your church. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ain't having that shit because we were raised on white Jesus, and nobody wants to say nothing against white Jesus or Canelo. You know what I'm saying? For that, you say anything against those two, it's like you racist and you on the race card. No, nigga, they got the complexion for the protection, and that's what's happening. And it was a robbery. But I understand that he is the big name. I understand that they want to set up for Haney, but they already trying to squirm out of that fight after this performance. What you got to say to that?
Man, they finna cast Loma out now, bro. They know, like, they see him fading. Like, we all see him fading, bro. Like, I don't
And
even think it's him
hmm
fading. I think it's just people see people people notice certain stuff when you lose, and they're
hmm
gonna keep picking up on those flaws, bro. Like, you lost early in your career. You showed people the blueprint how to beat you early. Tiafimo did the same thing Salito did.
hmm
Bro, you know what I'm saying? You figured out, really. Like, when you get in there with a highly skilled fighter, somebody that can do the same things that you do,
hmm
has the same or more quickness, more speed,
hmm
more elusiveness, you lose. Every time,
hmm
bro. You got a gift decision this time, but you lose. You
hmm
lost.
Let me read some of these comments. Day skates all day says he said Loma ain't even have the confident energy when Haney was in the ring, laughing my ass off. He said I need more preparation. I know he tried to make that little off comment, talking about is it here heavyweight? I'm like, nigga, you just got your ass whipped. Shut up. And Brian Bradley, he says 8-4. Yeah, man, it was a wide margin, bro. He said Ortiz. I know what you're talking about. He says David Skates all day said Ortiz 1-6, 1 through 6. And Big Keith says he said complexion for the protection at its finest. That's is definitely what I think. You know what I'm saying? They keep people don't think that boxing, you know what I'm saying? It ain't about it's systematic, bro. It's systematic about who's the money behind and who's got that complexion for the protection. We knew that Loma was going to get a gift if this shit was close, but this shit wasn't close. That's the problem, y'all. This shit wasn't that close. You know what I'm saying? Eric Johnson says, can't mess with Bob grand plan, and that's for damn show. You know what I'm saying? I think Eric Johnson, the wisest in the building. He said the judges were tripping, bro. They don't even give a damn, bro. They just coming in there with no Vaseline and shit, bro. Snack cake is on the bed. Fuck with it if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Dave Skates all day said his pivot game it was crispy, wasn't it though? He said the matrix shit don't work when your opponent has a solid boxing fundamentals. And it's more than that. And, you got to have that athletic ability, like you said, on the pivots. You got to be athletic. Even Teofimo Lopez, see, he was athletic. You know what I'm saying? He was fast. Teofimo Lopez got some great physical gifts. He's just mentally. See, this kid here, he was mentally strong. Also, his problem was that he just didn't have the experience of going all the rounds. He haven't built himself up to go 10, 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? But he was still handling himself, the composure, the swag of this kid was out of sight. His boxing IQ out of sight. He is going to be a problem, y'all. This kid is going to be a problem. From what I saw last night, he can fight with Lomachenko. He can fight with Devin Haney. He can fight with Tank. You know what I'm saying? Did y'all see what he was doing out there? Now he was getting caught. Now he get caught with one of them lefts by Tank. It's going to be nice out. He can survive, but he's going to be able to battle Devin because he's got the dimensions to fight a Devin. But he get caught like that with Tank because the way Lomachenko, he's not as explosive now as Tank. And I could see Tank knocking this kid out, but I don't think Tank could get in the ring with somebody that can rock with him like that. Big Blunts and boxing says you heard Bud sign a 5 million and not an 8. But bro, come on, are we surprised? Are we surprised? You know what I'm saying? Anything to get up out the fight with Spence, bro. It don't even fucking matter. Once you figure out that it's like somebody wanting to fight you, then you find out they chicken. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter from then on there. It don't matter what they say, what they do. Now you know they scared. They never intended to fight you. It's like shit. Life goes on, bro. Even though while I'm still shocked and trying to process that shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like life goes on, man. I'm like, I mean, look at all this shit. And Antonio Tarver, he posted that bullshit on Twitter talking about what if about something about Aerosmith Junior mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? Is that gonna be a problem? And I'm just like, dude, you on yesterday news. This nigga just duck. He just did an entire duck, you know what I'm saying, to another fight, and you talking about this about Aerosmith Junior mouthpiece, bro. You're not talking about that duck move, are you? Him and Roy Jones ain't even saying shit. Roy Jones is staying away from it because he know the shit look crazy. You know what I'm saying? And so EJ came out and just, went straight for the juggler. And he said, anybody that, was juicing, keep my name out your mouth because you niggas were cheating. You know what I'm saying? Don't be talking on my record. I'm out here fighting the best, doing it natural, doing it the real way. You know what I'm saying? And you backing a ducker. You know what I'm saying? And so it's getting ugly. But that's how you got to be with these old timers talking shit. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm an old timer, but bro, that's whack. If you irrelevant, you irrelevant. And don't be, saying shitting on these young fighters, you know what I'm saying, that's trying to come up and trying to, get their name out there by trying to make them look bad. And I was glad that EJ did what he did. You know what I'm saying? He brought up that shit where he was taking juice. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's fair game. What you think about that bullshit, Slime? Slime, you there? Hello? So I guess my man, he done
I
stepped
got a
off.
lot of background.
Mm. What do you think about that? That Antonio Tarver shit, backing a ducker instead of backing, the unified champion who's trying to fight the best, who's got to either fight Estanos or got to fight Boots. And probably he might end up fighting both of them, or he just may move up. Either way, I think EJ has ran the gamut on 147, and I think he deserves either to move up or stay. Whatever you want to do, it should be cool because I think he's really went the right route. What about you? You up in there? Slim, you hitting that bud? What's going on, man?
My bad. I was heating up my food. Had a lot of
Mm,
background.
mm. What do
But
you think?
man, EJ told him what it was. EJ told him,
EJ,
nigga, like, nigga, don't even speak on me, bro. Worry about your junior. Don't worry about this one. For real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I like Antonio Tarver. Antonio Tarver, he was a good fighter, but I mean, shit, he did some bullshit in his career. Just like Fury, just like all them other niggas.
mm-hmm.
So I put him on the same list as them boys. I don't put drug sheets on my pound for pound. I don't look at them the same as regular fighters.
But my thing is, how you gonna have that hanging? You know everybody know that shit, but yet you gonna criticize this man and try to drag him, you know what I'm saying, on some ticky tack, you know what I'm saying, picky type shit about his mouthpiece. Now he know that was coming. You
Cause
know what
he
I'm
didn't
saying?
have the career. He didn't have the career EJ got right now. He beat Roy Jones, but what happened after that? Your career faded out, bro.
Yeah, but now we see why it faded out. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So now we got the question. Once you get caught with a juice, now we got the question, who your whole career.
And that's a
Basically.
fact. That's a fact.
And you know,
That's what I'm saying. I don't look at them niggas the same.
especially
Like
the way he came at Roy, because he just came out the blue. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he had been fighting or whatever, but he wasn't doing it like he did against Roy. You know what I'm saying? So now you got to question all that shit.
fact.
You know, and so how you going? Well, I don't get. Okay, you got one fighter that's fighting all the best. He had a car accident. We all know that shit, and he comes back and he try to fight the best dude possible. But then we got another dude. Anytime he's faced with a Manny Pacquiao, anytime he's faced with a really big fight, he takes a left turn. So tell me, Houseway, do you have the answers? Slime, do you have the answers?
I don't even got the answers.
I'm trying to
I
tell you,
don't
bro.
got the
And
answers, bro.
so in my comment
That's crazy.
section, I'm just seeing niggas talking about, well, he's gonna fight Errol Spence Jr. next, bro. You can't walk out of a big these people did not know that you was trying to do a tune-up. They did not know you was negotiating a contract while you was negotiating with them. So you did not let them now see if Terence Crawford had said, okay, you know what I'm saying, hey PBC, look here, I want to fight at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? I need to get this in, knock this rust off. And I'm pretty sure it would have been no problems. But he sneaked and he went and got a deal and walked away from the biggest fight in boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
he fucked
that's
this over.
yeah, well, he fucked the PBC over. So how is a big company, that's like you applying for a loan at a bank. You know what I'm saying? And the bank is looking at your application, but you go to a smaller bank and you go ahead and get the little loan that you wanted, and you say fuck the big bank, but you're gonna come back later and try to get the loan from the bank. And they say, I ain't fucking with you. I ain't fucking with you because you disappeared on us. You know what I'm saying? Now we got to trust that you're gonna come back to the table. We're gonna build this shit up again. That you're gonna try to look at this contract, and you're gonna be looking around for other little fights because you don't want to get your ass whipped, bro. Because that's a David Avenesian skill set is different than an Errol Spence Jr. skill set. Now the probability of him beating David Avenesian is probably 98%. Let's just keep it real, right? So he's taking that fight because he can whip that dude ass. He's going there, bully him. He can look good at the end of his career. Now he going there against EJ. EJ is already primed and ready to drag this dude, and he knows that. He knows he's been talking shit. He know he called the man a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Looking for the big fish. You know what I'm saying? Talking all kind of shit. So that tells me he's never going to get in the ring with EJ because he's totally motivated to maul his ass. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think he understands that, and he knows EJ got he's got that youth, the cock strongness of being youthful to get in there and just physically dominate his ass, and he knows that's what EJ wants to do. He know EJ wants to break his ass down in front of his fans for all the shit he been talking, and they're not gonna give him the opportunity. It's like a troll that comes to your comment section and talk all kind of shit, call you dumb, call you stupid, but he knows there's no way in the world he's gonna see you. You know what I'm saying? He knows he's never gonna come across you, so he can be disrespectful as he could want to be. And that's what Crawford is doing. He's being
Exactly.
disrespectful, disingenuous, you know what I'm saying? And he's trying to get fights off your name. So that's the ultimate shit. You know what I'm saying? To really want to whip this nigga ass. But he's never gonna give EJ that opportunity because he know he's too motivated. You know what I'm saying? He's too motivated. And he's never gonna come back to the table. And oh, what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford's gonna fight EJ next year. Y'all blood sexuals. No, bro. We want Crawford to have that same energy that he said he been having all these the last 5 years, that he wanted to get EJ in the ring so bad. And we just don't see it. So we harp on that point because he's supposed to be the badass. He's supposed to be pound for pound number one, but he's acting like a chump right now. You know what I'm saying? He's acting like a chump. And it's like, bro, everybody just looking at this nigga sideways. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what you doing? If EJ had done that and went and fought Keith Thurman, walked out in negotiation, didn't tell Terence Crawford that he had this side deal with Keith Thurman or one of these other fighters, Estanias or Boots, you know what I'm saying? Not Boots, because they think Boots would beat EJ, but you know what I'm saying? If he would have took like a Keith Thurman or somebody that, or if what if EJ fought David Avenesian? Man, it would be, the public of court opinion would destroy EJ. They would destroy him. He would be all kind of duckers and bitches and hoes and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But because it's Terence Crawford, their only hope to stop EJ from dominating 147 and going on to bigger things, you know what I'm saying? Because they hate EJ so much, you know what I'm saying? They just ride with it. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. You know what I'm saying? He just trying to get his $10 million. And then just like Big Blunt and Boxing said, motherfucker ain't even getting $10 million. You know what I'm saying? He getting 5. I don't care how much he get. He walked away from the deal. So that tells me he's a ducker, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? What about you?
Yeah, and it's crazy because he commented on Loma fights and stuff, but Loma fought an undefeated fighter. Loma fought somebody that only had, what I'm saying, he got a draw on his record. David Avenesian ain't on the level with Jermaine Ortiz. He's not the same
No,
fighter. He's not on that same level. So he
no. I
couldn't
mean, I
even
don't.
he couldn't even give us the due diligence to find an undefeated young fighter or a young prospect or something.
Yeah. So I was like listening to have you listened to manager Marty, or Marty the manager or
Oh yeah,
whatever? And he
yeah,
was just breaking that shit down. I was like, man, this dude be on that shit, bro. And he just kind of, even though we know the timelines, he just kind of put it all together. And he was just going back to all the interviews. Well, did not tell you his next 3 fights. He did not put Errol Spence Jr. on that list. Or if he did, when he first started saying that he would fight Earl Spence Jr., he said, oh, it's down the line. It'll be a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? We start hearing all this kind of ambivalent language from him, not no deliberate language, like he really wanted this fight. You know what I'm saying? And we just knew it was something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't talking right, bro. He wasn't acting right. That's because he was wiggling his way to fight David Avenesian, and he know how it was going to look. And look how many days it took for him to say something on Twitter, right? Like his what been about 10 days before he said something. You know what I'm saying? Then he commented on the Loma fight, right? And it's like, dude, what are you doing, bro? Why are you not talking about your fight? Why you haven't announced your fight at Black Prime? Why you not talking about that fight? That's what we want to hear about. What's going on? What's up with you? What's up with that? Right? He's not even trying to explain his case. He said he's thinking he don't owe us shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, so you not the pound for pound number one in the world no more? What happened to that? You know what I'm saying? You not the dude that here to knock out Errol Smith Jr. Where's that kind of language? You know what I'm saying? You got the big fish. You know what I'm saying? The big fish came to you. You know what I'm saying? You were looking for the big fish. But now you ain't looking for him no more. You're looking for David Avenesian now. That's what we talking about, bro. It's not that you owe us anything. It's that you fronted like you was that dude. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? When you in the limelight, that's why your ass don't sell. You know what I'm saying? David Skates all day says, man, if Ortiz had DJ as his coach, he would be a monster, in my opinion. Man, I was so impressed by Ortiz combination ability, his fluidity. Um, I was just impressed by his athletic ability, his ability to make Loma look crazy in there, bro. Loma was struggling to catch up. He was struggling to catch up, bro. I mean, and I thought Loma took a ass whipping, bro. I thought he tried to come back at the end, but I don't think it was effective aggression. And mostly he was successful just because the dude was gassed. You know what I'm saying? Most of his success, and he wasn't like putting two, three combinations together. He would catch them here and there. You know what I'm saying? Then he would try to roughhouse him because he knew he was tired. He was trying to lean on him. He was doing a lot of leaning on the guy, trying to use he looked like Tyson Fury in there. You know, so he was so desperate. You know, Loma was trying to look like Tyson Fury, grabbing the man around the neck, trying to press the man down, trying to push him down. You saw that shit, man. I was like, look at Loma. I was like, look at Loma. He know he done lost this shit, and he couldn't even hold his head up. Did he look like a dude that just beat Ortiz? Did he look like he just win? And I think Ortiz understood the politics of the situation, that if it was going to be close or if it was perceived to be close, that he was going to lose. You know what I'm saying? But he did very, very well. I thought he won. You know what I'm saying? Ben Judah said it was highway robbery. Dungeon Talk says, I didn't see the fight, but the highlights made it seem like Loma was getting, yeah,
I
that's
told you,
because
bro.
that's because that's how they whitewash shit. They show all his highlights. Even the shit I clipped up and put on my video, all I could find was Lomachenko knocking the shit out of Ortiz. I said, well,
And that
where's the work he did for the first 7 rounds? What you say, bro?
I said that was not going. That was not what was really happening in the fight. Like, bro, I seen the highlights, and I seen the highlights that they was playing during the fight, bro. And it was looking one sided. It looked like Loma was whooping the fuck out of Jermaine Ortiz, but he wasn't doing that, bro.
Now we got
Ortiz was
some
getting
people.
busy.
Now we got some people that think Loma won. He said, "Y'all seriously, Loma won." Let me see, Big Bumba. He said Loma won, but it wasn't that wide. No robbery. I thought it was, bro. He says Loma landed the clean. Oh my God, bro. You know that's the bailout shit right there. The cleaner, harder punches. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's the bailout right there when you done got your ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? That's the number one thing. Oh, he landed the cleaner, harder punches. Yeah, he got his ass whipped, bro. This is a this is snack cake is on the bed. I'm trying to tell you, man. The boy ain't got no the boy hurting this morning. No Vaseline, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hutton says he said I'm not even a Loma fan. I just watch him. He's exciting. Yeah, because he getting his ass whipped and shit. That nigga got come from behind. You know what I'm saying? He says, Eric Johnson, man, Bud saw Ugas in pain, yelling in the ring. He said he's a free agent with no medical insurance no more. He said he knows EJ gonna put his ass in the hospital. You already know. He know that. He know, you remember that. You remember Rocky and shit, Rocky 3, when Rocky was bullshitting. Oh, he was playing basketball and just like Terence Crawford, and he was over there hanging with the stars, 50 Cent and everything, taking pictures and so with hoes, getting in fights with Trey Songz, and all you saw was Mr. T up in the goddamn he was training. That's what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? EJ and that motherfucker training, and he over there, he's trying to look for promoters to help promote his fight because he don't understand contracts and shit. And he's playing basketball and what I'm saying, going behind his back and having fun and taking easy fights and shit like that. And all EJ doing is and you just hear that goddamn music and he ready. You know what I'm saying? He ready to get in there and whip Crawford ass, and he know that shit too. So Crawford like, you know what? Fuck all that shit. I'm finna go over here. I'm finna fight. He said, you know what? I ain't fighting Mr. T. You know what I'm saying? He said, you know what? He said, I predict. They predict pain in that fight. And he ain't trying to feel it at this point in his career. At this point in Terence Crawford's career, I don't think he want to fight like that, bro. And I know everybody who love Crawford. He don't want it, bro. There's no way in the world you would sidestep this fight with everything on the line, with both of their reputations on the line. It's no way in the world you would just sidestep it for $5 million, especially when you do to make 15 million. You know what I'm saying? At least, you know what I'm saying? That's the last figure I heard on it for this PBC fight. And they got to make at least that. But he didn't want to take the ass whipping that came along with 15 million. He didn't want to take I would take an ass whipping for $15 million. But Terence Crawford was like, hell no. He still want to keep his head up high around Omaha. You know what I'm saying? He don't want that. He don't have to wear that damn Texas chain around his neck, and he didn't want to put that EJ tattoo on his damn back. You know what I'm saying? For losing. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what that all about. He want to lead this bitch with his head up high. Eric Johnson says, "Man, I read that." And David Skates All Day says, Eric Johnson facts. He said, laugh out loud. He said, Bud don't want no smoke. No, he don't. And like Ricky Williams channel, like Ricky Williams, a lot of guys, they're like that shit wasn't. They said this shit like way before, you know what I'm saying, the Danny Garcia fight. They said this shit ain't fit to happen, bro. They already they called it. It wasn't gonna happen. I was the dumbass like, nah, man, Bud is real, man. I'm the dumbass here talking about Bud is real, man. He's a warrior, man. He don't give a damn, you know what I'm saying? He just need to, he got his quirks and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? He like to do things a particular way, but he want that EJ fight. But now I am thoroughly convinced that he don't want the damn fight, that he don't want that smoke. I'm convinced now. He says, Eric Johnson, how your nickname is Bud, but you don't want no smoke. Right. You know what I'm saying? That nigga is that homegrown. That nigga is not no kush. That nigga is not that good shit. You know what I'm saying? That nigga is that home, that Babbage. You know what I'm saying? That nigga is not the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? That nigga is not kush. That nigga is straight from the house. Grown up under them lamps. He says, Dungeon Talk said, Bud praying Spence move up. I know, so he could go grab him another belt. This motherfucker never went for another title. You know what I'm saying? Ever since EJ was in the league in the one at 147, he never went for the WBA. He never went for, you know what I'm saying, the WBC, and he never went for the other titles. EJ had to go grab them some bitches. And then, if EJ move up and he was to go for another belt, I would be really pissed. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's what's going to happen. EJ could probably going to move up and he's going to go in and try to fight for some of the titles, unless Boots go in there and get the motherfuckers, or Virgil Ortiz. I haven't seen him fought the level of a Virgil Ortiz, even though I picked Crawford to beat Virgil because he got so many holes in his offense. But I haven't seen Bud fight the level of a Virgil Ortiz, bro. You?
Nah, yeah, he could have at least paid him for his tune up.
Right. So we waiting for this nigga to fight the level of a Virgil Ortiz, bro. You know what I'm saying? So even if EJ move up, who the fuck he gonna fight? Because they gonna fight for them vacant titles. You know what I'm saying? Who he might as well go ahead and retire, because if he go up to 154, I could see him fighting Danny Garcia. I don't know. Danny looking good though. He may not want to fight with Danny. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because Danny was floating like a butterfly on Jose Benavidez, who gave Terence Crawford all kind of goddamn problems. I know David. I mean, I know Jose the same as when he fought Terence, but man, Danny made that shit look easy up at 154. And how is he gonna move if he gained them pounds to go up to 154? He already dragging at 147. If he move up a few, man, he really gonna be stationary. Now he may not. He may give him more power. He may knock out a few more people. I could see him beating like a Eric Lubin or somebody who make mental mistakes, because I think Terrence good at timing. But see, somebody who got a chin and keep on coming, they're gonna beat shit out of Terrence, bro. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who could take a shot and keep coming, they're gonna wear Terrence ass out. And see, he's staying away from those kind of fighters, just like real slick, just like Canelo is staying away from those kind of fighters. You know what I'm saying? He don't want somebody who could take a licking and keep on ticking. You know what I'm saying? He want to be able to go in there and put the wham wham on you and intimidate you, and beat your ass up on out of there. See what I'm saying? So, until we see Terence Crawford fight somebody, saying of a higher caliber, we can't. We got to hold off on the Hall of Fame. I got to call the Hall of Fame today. That's what I'm gonna do. Full kind of box. I'm gonna call the Hall of Fame and just go ahead and tell them, say, nah, man, this nigga ain't it. He ain't even third ballot. You know what I'm saying? Until this nigga fight somebody, so up at 147. I ain't talking about no damn Jeff Horn. You know what I'm saying? Nobody don't even remember Jeff Horn, where he come from. That nigga they just inserted that nigga to get the belt off of Pacquiao so they could cheat him. And
Didn't Jeff Horn get stopped by Tim Tszyu?
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, he did lose. That's when Tim Zoo started coming up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, him and Jeff fought over there in Australia. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. I saw
Man,
the
Bud
highlight.
need to stay at 147, bro. He'll get stopped by everybody at 154, bro.
Right, but it's got to be hard for him to stay down there at 147. You know what I'm saying? Because it's look at Boots. Boots is taking over, bro. That's the next EJ. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
EJ 2.0. So what are you gonna do? Get into negotiation with Boots and then take another easy deal like he
Get
did
stopped.
EJ? Is that what he gonna do?
Gonna get
Say, oh, I'll fight Boots. You know what I'm saying? Get in there. Oh man, Crawford found another deal, man. It's cool. He'll fight Boots later. Hey, get the fuck out of here, bro. They tripping. It's like, nah, dog, he's exposed as far as I'm concerned. So Eric Johnson says he says Blood knows that he got to get in there and answer and there in the answer for the shit talking by him and his team, and he's gonna get washed and stopped quick. I think so. I think so too, bro. Dave Skates All Day says, Dungeon Talk, yep. He said when EJ makes 147 anymore, he says Bud's gonna be like, well, I tried my best, but then he ran to 154. Yeah, just like they tried to do Devin when Devin been saying, like it's hard for him to make 135. So now they think he feel like he's gonna move up. They starting to put the propaganda out there that he's ducking Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, are they serious? I say these people will say anything in boxing. The truth don't matter no more. What the hardcore boxing fan know who follow this shit day to day, they don't care about that shit. They will just say anything off the muscle. You know what I'm saying? And they'll back it up with conviction. You have people come to your comment with that damn propaganda. I'll be like, get the fuck out of here, bro. We follow this shit every day. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what are you talking about? But they'll still say it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Devin ducking Lomachenko. How? How,
Yeah, that
Sway?
shit crazy.
It's like he been after this dude for years. When he was the WBC champion, he was trying to fight. Oh, Lomachenko, he's inexperienced. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to fight an inexperienced guy. Dude, you only got 3 fights, nigga. You know what I'm saying? All you got your first 3 fights were championship fights, dog. Who gets that opportunity? Just coming into the league. You know what I'm saying? You don't have 20 fights under your belt, bro. What are you talking about? The only reason you got experience because you was a grown man beating up children in damn Olympics. You know what I'm saying? You got them 30 years old and shit beating the shit out of 18-year-olds and shit. Man, get the fuck out of here. Then you come up and you only got 60. You don't have 20 fights. You know what I'm saying? Not as a pro. You know what I'm saying? So now you old. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to get the senior citizen protection. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All these young dudes in their prime who did it the right way, like Devin, you know what I'm saying, through trial and error and sparring and getting his skills together up in the pros, you know what I'm saying? Now he wants his shot. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even about the belts. It's just about getting his respect by fighting a legend, a name, putting Lomachenko name so they could put some and even if he went in there and knock out Lomachenko, they're not gonna want to put respect on Devin name because they don't want another Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? It's all about stopping the next black fighter from getting that kind of clout. You know what I'm saying? Because Floyd really messed up a lot. You know what I'm saying? In the matrix, as far as the promotions, becoming a promoter that could dip in business and going with PBC, that caused a rift in the boxing world for the Bob Arums and the Eddie Hearns and stuff, because PBC got the best fighters right now. In my opinion. Now, even though Tyson Fury, a lot of people love Tyson Fury, a lot of people love Usyk, but when it comes to the lower weight division, shit, PBC got 154, they got 147, you know what I'm saying, and they got part of what 168, right? So they got Jamal Charlo up at 160. You know what I'm saying? So PBC got it going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know they hate PBC, but it is what it is. Like Don King had all the heavyweights at one time. You got to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So Dave Skates All Day says, fuck it. I'm rooting for Anastasia. He says I'm for Anastasia to pull an upset on Bud. He said he got to get whipped for the fuckery at this point. I feel the same way, bro. You know what I'm saying? I feel the same way. And everybody be coming like, hey man, why you going against your brother, man? Cause your brother is a ducker, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why, cause the nigga ducking. You know what I'm saying? And he's trying to squirm up out of here, and he's dealing with your unconditional support. You know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all have unconditional love for Bud, bro. Bud is like Donald Trump. He can go out there and shoot five five fighters. You know what I'm saying? That he got to face. If he went and shot Boots, they'd be happy. You know what I'm saying? Because they took that nigga out because he's a threat. You know what I'm saying? They would love that shit. Oh, Bud shot him, man. Good, man. Now the damn 147 division could breathe. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of love they have for Bud. They hate threats towards their favorite fighter. We want to see the best fight the best. That's the only way your fighter can claim that title. You know what I'm saying? I want to see EJ fight Boots. I think that would be a better fight than him and Bud because I think EJ would just destroy Bud now. But I want to see him fight Boots. I want to see him fight what's his name? What's that white? Is he white? Estanius? He's Hispanic.
Daniel,
Whatever the hell. He's Argentinian. What is he? I think he's Argentinian. Yeah, I
I
want to see
don't know
that.
what it is.
I want to see him fight both of them dudes, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Just
I'm sure
because I,
about
I I just think they that good. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him beat Virgil Ortiz. Then I want to see him move up and fight Fundora. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him move up, and immediately get into the fray because we don't know how many years we got left with EJ. You know what I'm saying? Because he's 33 now. I think he's 32,
it.
going on 33. Yeah, we don't know how many years we got left with the truth. You know what I'm saying? But the truth is doing it the right way. I just hate that his career took so many setbacks and he had to wait 6 months on this clown, this chicken, you know what I'm saying, this ducker, you know what I'm saying? We had to wait all this time, you know what I'm saying, for him to make this stupid ass move. Now he know he's not going to be able to get back in contention to fight EJ. And look at the WBC, bro. You know what I'm saying? Where the fuck they come from? You know what I'm saying, with this Keith Thurman bullshit. Now, don't get me wrong. I would love to see EJ beat shit out of Thurman, but he can't win in this situation because what the first thing they're gonna say if he decide to fight Keith Thurman? What they gonna say, Sly?
Man, they gonna say, oh, this shit was planned all along.
Uh huh.
Oh,
Uh
oh,
huh.
he ran from Bud to fight Keith. That's why they didn't offer Bud the money. Whoop the whoop the whoop. Man,
Mm-hmm.
bro, I don't even want to
Uh-huh.
hear this shit, bro.
And they gonna say you a liar. You went back on your word. You s-
Exactly,
you know what I'm
exactly,
saying? They're gonna say
exactly.
you lied. You went back on your word.
He
You are
gonna
not
get
the
torn
truth.
this,
You are
bro.
not the truth. You are a lie. That's what they're gonna say.
Facts,
That's the number one thing they're gonna say. So you can't win with trolls.
facts.
They
But
they
in our reality, that's just a big money fight for him. So if he wanna visit that, how can you blame the man when he just missed out on the payday because this bitch ass nigga ducking?
hmm And Dave Skates all day said Bud could have activated the mandatory to fight EJ when he moved up to 147. He said Bud is scared. I'd respect it more if Bud just said I'm scared of Spence. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact.
We know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I just wish his fans came around. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are honorary EJ fans. You know what I'm saying? Y'all people that hate EJ, y'all EJ fans too. You just don't know it yet. It's like being a Dallas Cowboy and shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't hate America's team, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here. I don't care how bad they do. It's still your team, nigga, because they're America. God damn it. It's like putting cheese on your hamburger. You gotta have it. Unless you're lactose intolerant. Let's see, Dave Skates all day said, you notice that nigga ain't said a word about fighting this cab driver and ducking. Say he's a whole twat out here. And you know what? A piece of me is kind of sad about shit because I want Terence Crawford to have, to be that signature opponent for EJ. I wanted him, you know what I'm saying? When you had to build up of two sides, you don't want one side to be fake, you know what I'm saying? Because it just fuck up the whole dynamic. You know what I'm saying? You can't be great unless you fight great fighters, and that goes for EJ too. Now he fought three good fighters, but I had put Terence Crawford as a great, you know what I'm saying? But now he's showing he ain't shit. Now so it's gonna be that much harder. DJ got to still search for that one fight to make him go down in boxing history. You know what I'm saying? And trying to chase down a fucking ducker, he's wasting time. You know what I'm saying? He got to go on up to 154 and fight Fedora. He's got to fight some of them dudes up there, and I think he'll make it up there when he fight Castano, because I think Castano is going to give him a hell of a fight. You know what I'm saying? But I think he's gonna beat
Yeah.
Castano ass, because you can see Castano don't do well when when you fight him directly. He have to come at you, you know what I'm saying, from angles and attack you, kind of like Lomachenko, but I think he hits a lot harder than Lomachenko. He's fast, but he really is not good at the exchange. You know what I'm saying? Because anytime Charlo, you know what I'm saying, got in an exchange, that nigga was backing up. That nigga was trying to get the fuck on, and then he went for it and he got knocked the hell out. So you know what I'm saying. So the shit is, if EJ get up there, he's gonna apply that pressure. So he's gonna be backing up Castano all night long. You know what I'm saying? Unless Castano, then he's just gonna, Geronimo that shit and try to go in there and go for broke. You know what I'm saying? I could see that happening. So it's gonna be some good fights. Uh, Another interesting matchup up there would be Tony Harris. Now I don't know how much Tony Harris got left, but I know that if Tony Harris is anything like he was when he fought Jamel Charlo, that's gonna be a hell of a fight. And what's his name? Rosario. What's his name? Jason Rosario.
Yeah.
If he get that fight, well, shit, you hit that nigga in the stomach, he gonna fold. So that's what EJ specializes in, hitting a nigga in the stomach. And I could see him folk rolling over, everything, all the bananas coming up, you know what I'm saying, whatever, the plankton coming up, you know what I'm saying. So he'll beat most of them dudes up there. I think Fedora, you know what I'm saying, got that thin ass body. I think EJ would just destroy his ass, because that's all Fedora do is come forward. Now he's working on his boxing, and I think he's preparing for that fight. But shit, he's not that good, from distance, because the dude he was who was that he was boxing and shit. I was like, look at this tall, lanky ass nigga box. I forgot what his last fight. Who was his last fight? Sly. Um,
Ocampo.
Ocampo, yeah. But Ocampo was doing well. And EJ got his ass out of there in the first round. So you already know EJ gonna put that pressure, you know what I'm saying? He gonna duck them long arms, boom, hit him to the body, you know what I'm saying, possibly break a rib, you know what I'm saying? He gonna try to break a rib. I think he'll just beat Fundora ass. And you know what I'm saying, even though he's a tough dude, you know what I'm saying? But I think EJ, he will have a good till he get to Castano, or maybe I don't know what Tony Harris got left. I think he'll beat the shit out of Eric Lubin. Um, let's see, what's his name? Williams. J Rock. J Rock. I
Yeah.
don't think J Rock. He got his chin. You know what I'm saying? So he got a good run up there at 154 if he wanted. You can even put Swift on the block just to pad his record. He could run through that division until he get to Jamel. You know what I'm saying? If Jamel don't abandon, vacate the belts, that would be a good fight. But I don't see that. I wouldn't see that happening, because they got Derek. You know what I'm saying? Derek James and shit. And I don't think he'd fight a stablemate. I think EJ would, but of course Jamel ain't feeling that shit. So so he would have to vacate that division for that to happen. But either way, you know what I'm saying, EJ got some options. You know what I'm saying, instead of fucking around with these dudes at 147. But they doing a full court press on him when it comes to the sanctioning bodies, you know what I'm saying, putting in for the mandatories. They got a full court press on him. They're gonna start stripping EJ. So he might as well move up. He said Jay Smith said Bud probably want EJ to come to BLK network and fight him. Man, EJ ain't going to that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And Eric Johnson says Bud was never pound for pound, in my opinion. They gave him that title, of course. What's going on, Tetch? I see you out there, bro. He said agree with Ortiz outmatched Loma. I know. I'm just surprised so many brothers think that Loma won. I'm like really surprised by that. Um, Tesh says he said I thought Loma pulled off the victory by landing him, but Ortiz's feet was very good. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's a lot of brothers think that Loma won. I didn't see it, bro. I didn't see it. Dave Skates All Day says Jay Smith, man, for real. He said ain't nobody fighting on BET Uncut. Laughing my ass off. He said, I bet something he said, I bet something happened. The whole shit sounds convincing. He said, but Ortiz, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. And what's going on? What's he say? Don Shotter 24. He says Loma lost. I thought so too, bro. Yeah, yeah. Manuel Seven Lion says Loma lost. ESPN is a joke. I mean, I've been watching boxing so long. I just don't think. I mean, they got me like wanting to watch the fight again. You know what I'm saying? Because they saying that they saying I don't see it, bro. I thought Ortiz won convincingly, bro.
Yeah,
You know, so I think he struggled a little bit at the end, but thought he won enough rounds, bro, to beat Loma.
yeah. He
Dave
won
Skates,
all the early rounds.
right? David Skates all day. He said they had a highlight of Loma getting hit with one of them low blows. He said, "Look at how tough Loma shook off the low blow." Laughing out loud. Right, right.
And that
Yeah,
shit
but
didn't
they.
even look like a low blow. That shit looked like it hit right on the belt line.
I know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? But I just didn't see Loma make a comeback like that. He didn't. I mean, can you name any rounds where he put two or three combinations together on this kid, or did he just kind of like position himself to push off and hold and hit? And I just didn't see it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I thought Ortiz had the more effective punches and the more combination body shots and shit like that. Dave Skates all day says like he said like nigga what? And what's going on, Eli Peters TV? He said he was a sacrifice for the Loma Haney mega fight. That's what I say
Thanks.
too, bro.
Teofimo
And
Lopez said that shit.
I mean, he even if he knocked Loma out the damn ring, they would have ended that shit on the technicality. He would have disqualified that nigga. He said, I thought Loma won the fight by outlanding Ortiz, but Ortiz matched his. He said Ortiz matched his feet and made Loma work for it. I just didn't see where Loma. I saw Loma get a few good shots in there. I saw him hurt him one time, but I saw Ortiz hurt Loma. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they were going back and forth, but I thought Ortiz outworked Loma. I mean, and for the majority of the fight, that's what I saw. I saw Loma being desperate and trying to use different finesses. You know what I'm saying? It looked like he was, in the fight. He would catch him a couple of shots, but he had to walk through Ortiz, you know what I'm saying, jabs as he came in. And then Ortiz was working on the inside. Yeah, he got gassed a little bit, but he was still working. You know what I'm saying? Eli Peters TV, he says they even did a highlight of Loma catching a forearm, trying to blame his black eye on that. Come on, that tank top rank, whatever Loma say is gonna go, you know what I'm saying? Cause that's his network, that's his shit. You know what I'm saying? He says, Dave Skate All Day says, like Spence said, ain't nothing gonna be funny when that bell ring. Bud ain't said a word, laughing my ass off. He was shook then. Cause when he ran up on EJ and he thought he was gonna use all that hype ass activity to intimidate EJ, and when he seen how cool and crazy, so that crazy cool shit, that southern, cowboy shit, when he ran up on EJ, he said, oh, this is a real nigga. This is a horse. You know what I'm saying? When you run up on a horse and you see how big that motherfucker is, and that nigga just chilling, you know what I'm saying? Like you see a rabbit raccoon and you trying to stomp your feet and you trying to do all kind of crazy shit, and the raccoon just staring at your ass like, bring your ass on him. hmm That's how he ran up on
He went
EJ,
ready.
and he felt that it was no intimidation, and that nigga had to calm down and act like everything is a joke. You know what I'm saying? Because EJ was like, "Nigga, what you doing?" I said, "Nigga, I'm over here in your neck of the woods." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "What? You supposed to be intimidating me, nigga? Don't make me punk you right here." So he had to switch the whole tone up during that after that Maurice Hooker fight. You know what I'm saying? People saw it how they wanted, but what I'm saying, if you ever been in a situation where niggas trying to intimidate you, you know what I'm saying, you could see he switched it up real fast. I bet you a million. You know what I'm saying? So Eli Peters TV says, he said they even did a highlight of Loma catching. Oh, I read that. And Dave Skates all day says, he said, like Spence said, ain't nothing gonna be funny. Oh, I read that. Damn. It's like I'm behind, my brother. So Eric Johnson says, "Come on, bad boy." He said, "Make me wait." You know, and Eli Peters TV says, "Wait, clanking, clanking laughing my ass off. And Dave Skates out there said it's like Friday. You want to come to this old? He says like oh, it's like Friday. He said you want some of this old man, bud? No. And Emmanuel Seven Lion says I don't even see how Bud fans can continue to support him and make excuses for his cowardly behavior
And that's a fact.
because they're not boxing fans, bro. You know, they fans of one fighter, and they probably, Bud probably got them into the sport, or what I'm saying, and they when he came up against EJ and that was his rival, now they just hate EJ because they're afraid that he gonna whip it. He got the clout. He's bigger than Terence Crawford as far as popularity and as far as his accolades, and they hate that shit because he's probably the dude that, because I think Bud came in 2008. So he's been in longer than Spence. But see, he's such a goddamn he don't have the same ambition that EJ has. So he didn't make the right choices, and he's so damn wishy washy. So he never built his career the way he should. He should be a bigger star than he is. You know what I'm saying? And he just, people hate him because EJ surpassed him. He went and got all three of the belts while he was bullshitting and lollygagging over at Top Rank, and he didn't try to close up the division. And that showed that should tell you right there, the nigga wasn't on no shit right there. When he didn't go after Ugas, that would have been a good fight. But see, Ugas might have whipped Terence Crawford ass. See, what I'm saying? That's why he never fought him. And even his trainer, even Bomac said that Ugas was a motherfucker, bro. He said he was bad. He bragged to Black Fight Fan about that shit, how bad Ugas was. We knew who Ugas was. He was calling for EJ back then in the day. And so Crawford team knew to stay away from Ugas. You know what I'm saying? So he never wanted that kind of competition. Somebody who could go blow for blow. And Ugas right now is calling for Jerome Boots Ennis. That lets you know he's about that smoke. You see what I'm saying? So Eli Peters TV, he says, I'm not surprised. TBE to is that how you say, what is that? To be, what is it? TBE, people who
Yeah.
love Bud. People who love. I'm old, y'all.
Well,
So excuse me. I don't
I think
know.
it's saying the people.
To
He
be.
just
How you say?
he just spelled that shit wrong. He trying to say D.
Surprise. Oh, he said surprise. The people who love Bud are excited. Bud ducked this fight. I guess that's laughing my ass off.
Facts. They happy as
Yeah.
hell, bro. I seen
Yeah.
Bernie on motherfucking live. Bro, I seen Marlo video on Bernie live, bro. I couldn't stop laughing, bro, because he explained that shit so perfect. Like, this nigga said, they treat a champion good. They treat the champion right. They know how to treat a champion. What? Like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like,
And how you gonna
BLK
brag
Prime
about ducking? He bragging about we left EJ in the dust.
in the dust. Damn, y'all ain't got no shame in y'all game. Like, that's crazy. Like,
It's that straight hoe energy. You know what I'm saying?
wow,
Over there.
bro.
That beta, it's that damn beta male energy over there, boy. They don't give a damn.
They
You
don't
know what I'm
give a
saying?
fuck, bro.
It ain't no testosterone over there in that camp, boy. They don't give
And
a
they
damn.
still pushing propaganda, bro. Still, right now
It's-
to this day.
shit, that nigga gonna come out. That nigga gonna come out in a dress and the rainbow colors and shit next. You know what I'm saying? That's where they don't got no shame over that motherfucker. Uh, Eli, let me see. He says Eric Johnson says Bomac been real quiet lately, and Dave Skates all day says, I don't know, my damn internet getting slow. He says, Bud knows once EJ wash him, people will question all the like, Bud's been facing. He said it'll be like, and he's so damn sensitive about the fights that he fought that he always going back. He's always going back, to kind of like, saying go over his fights like it is such and such fight, like if somebody fight Green Machine and Green Machine win, he's always trying to use that to saying as proof that the dude was good, or you know what I'm saying? I'm like, who does that, bro? It's like you're the only fighter in fighter history, you know what I'm saying, that's got that need they fighters to win to prove. And then Green Machine, you know what I'm saying, he got his ass whipped by Virgil Ortiz. He got knocked out by Virgil Ortiz. So I don't know how much proof. Jose Benavidez got his ass beat by Danny Garcia. So I mean, What is he talking about, bro? They just try to twist the narrative any way they can. I was like, bro, that's not good on you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They getting their ass whipped and shit. And the dude was shot in the leg. He was closer to the injury when he fought you. You know what I'm saying? You should have been able to get his ass up out of there first few rounds if you was that dude. You know what I'm saying? So AJ64, I see you out there, my brother. He says whoever Spence does fight next is gonna pay for all the bullshit that's been going on. Yeah. What's going on? Just do. I'm just working my way down, bro. What's going on? He says, full kind of box. Salute my brother. Respect to the chat. What's going on? Just do in the building. Um, Emmanuel Seven Emmanuel Seven Lion says he said Bud doesn't want to go anywhere near a ring that Spence is in. You know, cause that dude is frothing at the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Look like I got a super chat here. Let me see. Let me go. Got to get that goddamn money. What's going on, Mr. Turner? Thank you for that 9.99. Mr. Turner, he's always in the building. He says, how do you? He said, how you know how to fight and still act like a bitch, Bud? Don't make no damn sense. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It don't make no damn sense, bro. You a damn professional fighter. To me, y'all, and let me tell y'all this, it don't matter if you lose. It's the fight in the dog. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with fighting the best competition and losing. See, a lot of these little idiots around here be talking about what you gonna do. What you gonna do if Errol Smith Jr. lose? What do you mean? That is absurd to boxing fans. You know what I'm saying? When you ask that question, you expose yourself because it ain't about being a fan of Errol Spence Jr. It's about being a fan of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Even if Errol Spence Jr. lose his next two fights, he went and fought the best. You know what I'm saying? Now, if Terence Crawford go and lose to David Avenesian, guess what? He can't show his face. You know what I'm saying? He can't show his face in Omaha. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna be looking at him like, nigga, you exposed. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't even show your face now because you avoided the best, to only lose to the worst. And that's all I'm saying on that. I'm like, what his name said? That's all I got to say about that. Like Forrest Gump. Let me
Yeah,
see.
that's why he damn near trying to take that whole. He trying to take that out of the equation, nigga. I ain't finna lose, nigga.
Right, right, right. Exactly. Just like goddamn Canelo and shit. You know, he tried to. You know, he started smelling himself and he went up there to 175 and got Malone. Almost got his ass knocked out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was like, boy, look here, nigga, that was joy. Nigga, I could have had watermelon and chicken on that day. Boy, would have been good. God damn
If he
it, I was
fought
good.
Poppy, that shit would have been
It's
bad.
like they came around. It was Jubilee Day, nigga. When they beat Canelo, when Bivol beat Canelo ass, it was like goddamn Jubilee, nigga. I was like, god damn, boy. Had me some Hennessy and Coke, nigga. I was like, yes, sir. Emmanuel, Em- Emmanuel Seven Lions says, he says, Bud's not. He's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, so he definitely isn't the pound for pound number one fighter in the world. And I agree. And I thought that for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of y'all did too. You know what I'm saying? But mostly like Ricky Williams and a lot of channels. You know what I'm saying? You know, but it just kind of irked me that they still gave him that prestige, even though he wasn't fighting nobody. I like the channels that just tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? The plain truth. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what it seemed like. You know what I'm saying? You tell the truth, and it is what it is. Now I respect your opinion. Don't get me wrong. I respect your opinion, but shit, the truth is the truth. The man ain't want to fight nobody for years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Jeff Horn ain't shit. He says, Dragon Dungeon Talk says Bud is about to retire. He said, I don't think he can beat any of these young bulls. He don't want to either. You know, he wants to rest on his laurels, as we say. He want to rest on his laurels, and you can't do that in boxing. You're no good to boxing when you're trying to rest on your laurels. You know, so I think your internet out, Salon. Let me see. Let me drop that link. Let me see. And Courtney Thompson, he says salute PCB. And Lou Earl, Grassroots, a salute. For what's going on? I see you out there. He said, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Get them likes up, 20 more likes. And Jay Smith, what's up, my brother? He says, I still got hope that the Bud and EJ fight will happen. PBC, let me get you back on up here. He says, I still got hope that the Bud and EJ fight will happen. PBC want EJ to fight Keith. He says, EJ don't like Keith. Plus, EJ had the shirt on the knocking. Oh yeah, knocking on the door when he was training. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was a cool video. You know what I'm saying? I like how EJ, when he get focused, you know what I'm saying, he don't be all up on social media. That's how we knew Sean Porter was gonna get his ass tore up because he was on every goddamn TV station. He was hosting with them big ass teeth and that ugly ass fro, and he was just goddamn everywhere, bro. You know, so I said, man, he's not training. How the hell is he training? He's on every damn PBC special. You know what I'm saying? Introducing the new fights. Let's say I got another super chat. Let me roll on up. 'Cause I'm trying to get all the comments too. Let me see. Eli Peters TV. He said, what type of grown man run around saying he's left him in the dust, laughing my ass off. He said, Bud is so sweet. Yeah, nah, that was Bernie, I believe. That was Bernie saying all that. You know, he just be talking all kind of bullshit. But see, he's trying to cover, you know what I'm saying, this retreat. You know what I'm saying? Like when you retreat, you always leave a man behind, you know what I'm saying, with an M60. You see what I'm saying? To cover the retreat, or leave some traps. And see, he's just leaving traps out there so people can run into and just get off the subject that this nigga has ducked. You know what I'm saying? So that's his way. That's his way of doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? And just putting out all kind of bullshit. And you see, they feed off the hate of people. See, when you fuck with people emotion, you ain't got to deal with the truth. And see, Trump taught a lot of people that, like, long as you run people on their emotions, these niggas gonna be eating watermelon in the White House. You know what I'm saying? Do you want that shit? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be passing bills for Afro Sheen. You know what I'm saying? See, you fuck with people emotions, and they don't care about the right move. They don't care that Obama was an intellectual president. They don't care that, not that he did a lot, you know what I'm saying, but they don't want to give a man his credit for being, you know what I'm saying, even tempered and not being a fool like Trump, who's total opposite. You know what I'm saying? That nigga don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I know more than Trump. You know what I'm saying? But because he's a cultural warrior, you get people in their feelings, they don't give a damn about the truth. They don't give a damn about none of that. All they care is they love Bud and they don't like EJ. And that's all that shit is. That's all that shit is right there. Like Mr. Turner says, oh, did I read that? Let's see. Oh yeah, I read that. Let me go back up and try to get some of the comments.
Earl getting a lot of the old Floyd hate. Like,
hey, Just Do Boxing, y'all subscribe to Just Do Boxing. He said, I'm a Cowboy fan, but I'm a realistic one. Laugh out loud. Nigga, I've been a Cowboy fan since Roger Staubach and Tony Dorsett. So, when we used to go out there and play tackle, you know what I'm saying, when niggas used to go out there and getting it in out there, bro, you know what I'm saying? And then that music used to come on, dun 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 dun, where everybody be trying to be Lynn Swan or your favorite player out there, you know what I'm saying? That was some good days. Who's Real says, Bud expect for us to believe the only fights he could get are all B level. Man, bro. W. Nibble says, he says, man, Crawford has a hoe, and Spence needs to convince Charlo to let them fight. Man, Charlo's too emotional, bro. He can't, in his mind, he crazy. You know what I'm saying? He can't fight his friends because, you got to be his enemy for him to go in on you. You see what I'm saying? That's how Charlo is. He's one of them dudes that fight emotional. And we saw that in the first fight with Tony Harrison, and the second fight he fought under control. He listened to Derek James, but if he fight EJ, that would be that would mentally mess him up. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think he could just do a business fight type deal. He fight on with too much pride and too much emotion. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he could get that done with EJ. He put it all on the line, and you gotta love a fighter like that. You know what I'm saying? Because when he come at you, he want to come at you with everything. He don't want to hold nothing back. And that's the type of dude he is. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I love Jamil Charlo because he's all heart. And let me see, Robert and Emily Jones. He says, "What's good, Pool and panel and chat? What's going on, my brother?" That's a pillar stone of Pool kind of boxing right there. Same with Lou Era, Grassroots. He says, EJ going to be back, getting a 3-year deal at least, 2 at 154. Yeah, he's going to get more than that. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll be undisputed up there if the politics don't come into play. W. Nivell says, Loma lost. I thought so too. He said, if anything was a draw, if anything, that's what I say, bro. That's what I say. I'm just surprised so many brothers thought Loma came back, you know what I'm saying, and won it. He said they love some Loma, I know, bro. And Roman and Emily Jones says, he says Loma lost that fight. So he had a couple of good rounds late, but they forgot about a whole first half of the fight. Yeah, just like they did Oscar De La Hoya when he fought Trinidad. You know what I'm saying? He outboxed Trinidad. He beat Trinidad. But that was his first loss, and that fucked Oscar up. You know what I'm saying? He was never the same after that. The golden boy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he brought a big ass spatula and fucked him up. I don't know. Let's see. W. Nibble says Tank will wash the shit out of Loma. Yes, he would. He would knock his ass out, bro.
Yeah.
I'm talking about this version of Loma is not dealing with a Tank or Devin until he, maybe he need a couple of fights, with some lower competition or something just to get his feet back under him. Because I know he must. I don't know. He must be wasn't doing shit when he was out or something because he didn't look, like the old, or he just looked like he just slowing down. The nigga got 300 and something amateur fights. You know what I'm saying? That take a lot out of you, just like Canelo, had all them damn fights in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? That shit take a lot out of you. You know what I'm saying? So, by the time they get recognition, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of wear and tear. You see Canelo looking like he's 48 up in the ring, and they still, he's amazing. He's gotten better. Like where? Motherfucker acting like a black fighter, moving his head, and oh my God, look at Canelo move his head. It's like that's why I got them biblical for Luma his ass. Let's see. He says, but Lou says, Grassroots says, Bud tried to laugh it off. I know. Mr. Turner in the building. He said, just watch the full highlights. Loma obviously lost. That's what I say. Ricky Williams in the building. Subscribe to Ricky Williams, part of the TWT team. He says, Tank knocks Loma into an alternate universe. I agree. He know not to look at Tank right now because you saw how he looked after that fight, y'all. Everybody peeped his demeanor. He looked like he was a destroyed fighter on the inside. He knew he looked terrible. And Devin, see, people don't appreciate Devin professionalism. Devin could have went up there and said some shit. You know what I'm saying? He could have said some shit. And even when Loma got slick out the mouth with him, talking about, here we go, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Devin could have said, man, you just got your ass whipped. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? He could have done that young people shit. You know how they be dragging and shit. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? You just got your ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? He could have said some shit, some of that young people shit, you know what I'm saying? And clowned them. But no, he was professional. He said, hey, man, you didn't look your best, but I'm pretty sure you'll be ready for when we fight. That's professional shit. That's some shit older people couldn't do. I don't think Roy Jones Jr. could have did that. Roy Jones Jr. would have took the low road. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I just think Devin, he's a class act. And they need to stop really respecting that. You know what I'm saying? Because he could go in on a lot of these guys. Ricky Williams, he says, how do you want undisputed but didn't chase after any other? That's what Rick, I'll be saying, I'll be preaching that all the time. He didn't go after none of that. That should tell you that says volumes, you know what I'm saying, in a fighter. If you don't try to do better, you came to 147, you got one belt, and you've been sitting on that one belt, not doing nothing. When I saw him fight Jose Benavidez, I was confusion. I was confused. I said, this is pound for pound number one. Why is he not fighting, you know what I'm saying, Devin Haney or Keith Thurman or why he's not fighting some of the best in the division? You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, he fought Mir Khan. I was confusion. I was like, bro, what is he doing? He's trying to take some kind of side route. What is this shit? You know what I'm saying? Then he re-signed with Bob for these fights. Where, so basically, he ran away from the competition, and he's running away from the competition now. So so a lot of the Bud fans need to reevaluate their king. Is this your king? You know what I'm saying? Is this your king? You know what I'm saying? I mean, if he definitely not King Arthur. He's not Shaka Zulu. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker Scooby Doo. You know what I'm saying? This dude is Scooby Doo. You know what I'm saying? And he just anytime there's a bump, that nigga's going the other way. That nigga's gone. You know what I'm saying? That nigga's not trying to go towards the fray. That nigga's trying to hang back in the back. That nigga's laying down with the dead people on the battlefield, waiting for the shit to be over with so he could get up and talk shit, with the victors. You know what I'm saying? That's Bud Crawford. He's the type of motherfucker, he gonna lay down when all the shit going down. And when the fight's over and they won, he get back up like he did something. That's him. So Ricky Williams says, he said they like Bud got to fight. Laugh out loud. Yeah, right. Like David Avenesian, man, shit. Even EJ don't know who David Avenesian is. We follow this shit closer than the fighters. You know what I'm saying? Bob Arum didn't know who David Avenesian was, bro. Doesn't that tell y'all something? This nigga, I think he's like Frank. What's that English promoter name?
Frank,
What's his name? Frank Warren. What is it? Frank. I can't remember the last name. One of them. One of them English promoters, fighters and shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who ain't never gonna do shit. You know what I'm saying? That nigga they gonna put that juice. They're gonna give him all that juice, and he gonna go out there and knock Bud ass out. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna give him that Tyson Fury juice. Tyson Fury gonna pay him a visit. Hey, lad, you want to beat the blacks over there in America? You got to take this juice. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna watch what I tell you. They're gonna let that nigga juice. And he said that nigga never gonna get tired. You see, Mr. Turner said, he said, how do you know how to fight and still act like, oh, I've read that. And Eric Johnson says, Bud would rather lose to anybody but EJ. Yep. EJ gonna make Bud confess to all his sins. I agree. Eli Peters TV says, I'm 100% convinced Bud gotta change of heart after he saw what Errol did to Ugas. He said, hell, I'd have a lot of questions during negotiation as well if I was him, laughing my ass off. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because the thing about EJ, he got power, but because the way he throws punches, it's not punches you don't see, it's just punches you got to brace for. And once you get pummeled with the same kind of power consistently, that shit breaks your ass up. And that's the problem, with these fighters. The way he beat Ugas, he beat his ass, bro. He beat you up in the ring. It's a dude, what's that dude named Greg something? I love the way he break down fights. He was saying, EJ just got that consistent pressure to fight. He want to fight all the time, and he want to fight, every minute, 3 minutes of every round. And a lot of fighters can't deal with that. Jonathan Park says they are so happy they got out of that tight squeeze that he said that was an ass whipping they knew Crawford was taking. Right. Well, we knew he was looking for a way out. And it kind of felt like he was trying to find a way out because of all the stalling. But for me, I thought that Terence Crawford, you know what I'm saying? I thought he was peculiar and eccentric because, he's self-made. A lot of self-made dudes are weird. You know what I'm saying? Because they got a lot of apprehension about their wealth. They came from nothing. So, they're trying to watch every little thing. You know what I'm saying? Instead of getting the proper representation, you know what I'm saying? He don't trust his lawyer. That's that hood shit. You know what I'm saying? That's that shit where you don't trust nobody. You want to make sure you know every cranny detail. But at the same time, you don't have the ability. You don't have the learning curve to understand all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's Terence Crawford problem, that he got Bo Mac there on some hood shit. He on some hood shit. They all eating Roman noodles in the gym, wrestling and shit, and they all fucked up. Let me see. What's going on, Marcus? What's happening, my brother?
What's going on with you, man?
Hey, man, just chilling, just here talking shit on Sunday about these folks. You know what I'm saying? You said what you thought about that Lomachenko deal, bro?
Hey, man, dude lost.
Mm.
He You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And ain't no way that judge had that card the way he had it.
Mm-hmm.
What you think about that?
Man, that shit was shady as shit. 117, 111? You know what I'm saying? That nigga
Come
was
on,
blind in
man.
one eye. No, he blind
Yeah,
both eyes.
I mean, even if you give it to Loma, I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
Me neither. What about the 116, 112?
Yeah, I mean, that's even worse. I mean, the other one was even worse than that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just personally, I didn't see that, bro.
Me neither. Me neither. And what do you think about your boy Antonio Tava talking shit about a mouthpiece and this dude and walked away from the fight? That's what he picked out to talk about. You know, he ain't say shit about Terence Crawford walking away from the fight, but he's gonna talk about EJ mouthpiece falling out and shit. Is it a problem?
See, my thing with that is this, man. I think I addressed that on here with you before. The thing is, turn it down. It's loud. The thing is, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
The thing is with that, if he was fighting Terence Crawford, it wouldn't have never happened. You know why?
Why?
The reason why Earl was delayed with those hits was because after the ref said stop twice, you know, Ugas English is a little off. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it took him a little bit to catch it. So once it really registered, he stopped on the dot. Bud speaks English. That's his natural language. So once he would said stop, Bud would have stopped. The same way when Bud fought Kell Brook, when he hit Kell Brook with that little left hook straight, and Kell Brook went over there, hit Kell Brook one more time, and being Kell Brook fell back, they counted as a knockdown. So as soon as they told Crawford to stop, he immediately stopped. So Crawford would have immediately stopped when he heard stop the first time. Therefore, it would have never happened. Being Crawford understands English. You know what I'm saying?
But you never know. You know, Crawford could be getting his ass whipped when he think that's his opportunity and to get a free lick in. You know, like Mayweather hit your ass off a break, and you know Mayweather take advantage of shit like that. It's certain fighters that know that. You know, what I'm saying Danny Garcia will beat your ass if he could get a free shot in. You know, what I'm saying certain fighters. You know, I don't know if Bud. I think Bud is kind of fair. You know what I'm saying? I don't think, but you know, against EJ, it's a little different. The ego thing is a little different with EJ. He feels that that's his rival. But what I was getting to was, you know, because EJ answered him. See, this happened recently with the tweet where EJ tweeted and said, he said any fighter that juice, you know what I'm saying, should keep my name out his mouth, right? And he said not respectfully, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, it's like what's his name is clout chasing, like Antonio Tarver is clout chasing right now because I guess his show must be ain't about shit, must be ain't doing no numbers because I ain't been watching it. But you know, he's bringing up, you know how they bring up motherfuckers' name just to put some shit out there to go viral. You know what I'm
Yeah, I know
saying?
exactly what you mean. I ain't too loud on
Right.
my pool
No, you good.
because I got my
Um,
headphones on, earphones. But yeah, I'm with you on that, bro. Like, there's
yeah, you know what
people
I'm saying?
just trying to
Mhm.
go viral, name off themselves. But like you said, if he was really for the boxing community, like most people for the boxing community, he has to bring up the fact that Terence Crawford ducked, or at least say something.
Mhm. You know, the
Even if
problem.
it's something simple, even if it's something simple as I'm saying, why haven't Crawford brought up the fact that he's fighting somebody else? Like you ain't even talking about your fight. Like that alone lets you know that even Terence Crawford feel like I fucked up. Terence Crawford knows I fucked up. Yeah, I'm gonna get the bag, but I fucked up. Why? Because he can't go like you saw about manager Marty, right? Manager Marty broke everything down crazy. Then I get to watching Boxing Ego, right? On Boxing
Mhm.
Ego shit, he goes through the comments of Terence Crawford talking about the Lomachenko fight. The man got so many, damn near 100 or something plus comments of everybody asking him, talking shit to him. Like Bud done turned true Bud fans against him.
Mhm. Let me get this super chat and Mr. Turner once again with that 9.99. Boy, God damn it, I'm coming up on the 9.99 this morning. Bud said, Bud has no confidence in himself. He said, just like EJ said, people take tune-ups because they are unsure of themselves. He said, someone said, watch when EJ gets this third belt, we're gonna see who's really running. So that's that. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, EJ has been consistent in his view, because he's a straightforward guy. You know what I'm saying? We see what kind of he showed his character is what I'm saying. The man came
Facts.
off the man came from a car accident. Who comes back from a car accident and not take a tune up except for Keith Thurman? Keith Thurman don't even have a damn car accident. He wants a tune up. God damn it, that nigga could win. That nigga could win against Danny Garcia and Sean Porter and want a damn tune up. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, he just like when he fought Marius Barrios, he hauled ass. But EJ coming off of eye surgery came back and fought Ugas. See what I'm saying? So he's showing the boxing public what kind of stuff he made of. And Terence Crawford,
He just a different pedigree.
right, but that's the kind of pedigree we're used to. Most fighters are like that. You know what I'm saying? Or at least the ones that were coming up before we hit this era. Most
Facts.
fighters. That's why I gave Terence Crawford the benefit of the doubt because I thought he was that dude, and I thought maybe he was just fucked up a little bit because his background. You know what I'm saying? And he just did things a little bit different. You know how motherfuckers is. You always had one motherfucker can't get right in the neighborhood. Motherfucker read
Facts.
backwards. That nigga read backwards. That nigga chew. That nigga eat ramen noodle raw and shit. You heard that nigga. My nigga.
Right.
You know what
Hey,
I'm
still my
saying?
nigga though.
Right. That nigga eat ramen noodle straight raw, crunching and shit. You like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what
I
I'm
look at
saying?
it like this though, man. Like to everything you said, bro, EJ was always in a position after those two, tragic events for him. He was actually put in a position to where he should have took a tune up. Where if he took one, nobody could have said nothing, and he did it. But then when you go through Terence Crawford's entire stint at 147, all he been fighting is tune ups.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Like that's
That's a
crazy, man.
fact.
Then when you look at it like this too, right? Even Dan Raphael reported they re-advised the contract, added this, took out that, and everything for Terence Crawford. And Terence Crawford had this shit since October 5th or October 6th. And they
Mm-hmm.
replied, they said nothing, and he popped out talking about he got to fight. Like, bro, this man was dealing with them the whole time. I don't care what Blue Bloods say or nobody else, bro. You ain't talking to nobody stupid. First of all, you got to make sure it's a venue. Nothing else is going on that week. You got to talk with lawyers, this, that, all the above. Ain't no way in hell you done put a person in a position to make $10 million in a damn 2-3 week or a month notice. They was talking to this man for at least a couple months. You see what I'm saying? He
Right.
had that on the back burner the whole time. And that's why, you know what, though? Let's keep it a buck. That's why Terence Crawford weird ass was bringing everything to the public. Oh, they saying this, they saying that. He was doing that to cover his own ass with two hands because technically he already had another fight. So if he took that other fight, it's like, well, y'all couldn't do this, y'all couldn't do that. Whole time he had this shit planned from the jump, bro. It takes months to make a fight like this, especially when you paying a fighter $10 million. Come on, bro. And you a new organization and all that? Come on, man. Like, no way in hell is that real. Terence Crawford was bringing Bernie and his sister was bringing all this shit to the media, or to the public. Like, they were doing it on purpose. So we could blame this, blame that. So when he pulled out and took this other fight, he already had an excuse. Come on, bro. They playing games the whole time. Like I said, is Terence Crawford scared of Earl? No. But Terence Crawford knows that it's a great chance he gets his ass whooped. So why do it? Why have his face on Earl's fireplace for undisputed when he can stall the fight out? Hopefully Earl move up and then fight him at 154 when all you get is a win or a loss. Terence Crawford is out here playing chess. But the sad part is he doing it on some whole shit. You see what I'm saying?
Right. It's like, why in the fuck would you back out of a deal with Nike, you know what I'm saying, just to do a deal with Dollar Tree? You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Nike is proven. You know what I'm saying? Dollar Tree may disappear tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it don't make no damn sense. Make it
That's
make
a
sense.
fact, bro. Exactly how you just worded that, bro, is exactly what it is. You see what I'm saying?
And I ain't got nothing against, Blue Blood, say make your money, bro. I ain't got nothing to say about Blue Blood being a partner with BLK Prime. I'm glad that he making his money. I ain't got nothing on Blue Blood. This is all about Terence Bud Crawford and the decisions that he have made in the past and the decisions, his decision making in the present. You know what I'm saying? The dude
That's a
don't make
fact.
he don't
Go
make
ahead,
good
bro.
he don't make good moves to push boxing forward. He make good moves for himself. See what I'm saying? But as far as the continuity with him and boxing, it's like, okay, he'll make 1.5 million over there, or 5 million over here, but he could be making goddamn 15 or 20 over here, right? And yeah, you might take an ass whipping, but that's boxing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody win and lose in boxing. Nobody win forever. Somebody may
Yeah,
beat EJ. We don't think he's gonna be
yeah.
undefeated. I mean,
Yeah, he
I
ain't
think
never gonna. He ain't nobody gonna. It's a small chance that you're gonna retire undefeated if you stay in it and you keep jumping weight
right,
classes.
right.
Especially with Earl being 32 years old. He done been through a couple different injuries. And again, that's my EJ that's my number one fighter. I'm just saying at the end of the day, Earl ain't scared of that shit though.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Now, everything that Bob Arum said, it makes sense. Terence Crawford ain't fighting for legacy. He fighting for money, bro. It ain't even fighting for money because he could be offered 11 million to fight Earl. He want to see paperwork. But then,
That
and
nigga,
then,
that
then
nigga,
it's
he'd rather
fight
run
now.
through hell
Now
with
it's time to fight
gasoline
motherfucking.
draws on and fuck with that
Yeah, now it's
bullshit
time to
too.
fight motherfucking David Kardashian. He want to fight him though. You see what I'm saying? Like, ain't no way in hell, bro. Like, think about this, bro. He wanted to see this and see that. Whole time we thinking this motherfucker Al Heyman. Then the reports come out is Terrence Crawford. He don't even trust his attorney. How you don't trust the motherfucker that you hired? No, you want to talk to Al. Hold up, bro. I'm
I
not.
know
I'm not
that was
on your
crazy.
team. I'm not on your
I know.
team, bro. You don't gotta talk to me. We're gonna talk through your lawyer on what it is, and your lawyer translate it back to you. That's how business is. You're not a part of nothing that's going on. Like Bob Arum said from the jump. He said it even before he said it the other day too, after it didn't go through, but he said it in the beginning. Terrence needs a promoter. That's why you ain't getting no guaranteed money. You have no promoter.
Mm-hmm.
You have no promoter. You have nobody looking out for the betterment of your interests but you.
And
And you
this,
don't know nothing because you've been coddled the whole time by Bob Arum. And there's nothing wrong with that because that's what Bob Arum was supposed to do. But see, now when you out here swimming with the great white sharks, you can't be talking about everybody bite. This is sharks, baby. Everybody do bite. That's what we do. You
and,
got to
and
learn
this
how to bite too.
and this is the funny shit. He trying to get Errol Spence Jr. manager to do the work for him. You know what I'm saying? Where they do that at, bro? He trying to get
Man,
Errol Spence Jr. manager to help him get guarantees and shit to do his business for him. I was like, man, this boy got
yeah.
the game fucked up. He got the
But
game
then
fucked
look though.
up.
And then the thing is, Al Heyman, Bob Arum, he all right with Al Heyman, but he don't fuck with Al Heyman like that. Even he had
No.
came out and even he came out and said something on behalf of Al Heyman, like that's unfair for Terrence Crawford to try to ask for guarantees and all that. This ain't your motherfucking fighter. You're not his fighter. Like that's
Right.
what I'm saying. Terrence Crawford bringing all this shit to the media and got all his fans panties in their ass because Terrence Crawford truly doesn't know nothing about the business of boxing, and he's been in it for years, but he never had to know because he had somebody doing it for him. Now he out here walking this road by himself, and he don't know shit. So you bring all this shit to the fans, and you're really clueless about what's really going on.
And see, you know, say if he didn't move the way he moved, he could get an Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying? He could if he didn't mess with the Kennehan, the mafia, you know what I'm saying? That that they had to initiate they had to initiate his ass. That nigga they put his ass on the wall and threw all them potatoes at his ass. And if he wasn't dealing with goddamn Kennehan, then he would be able to go to the zone. He would be able to go somewhere else. But because he got this shady relationship, you know what I'm
No, no, no,
saying?
no, 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 no. Everything you said is 100% right. But do you want to know why he really can't go to Eddie Hearn? Do you want to really know why?
Hmm.
Reason why he can't go to the DAZN and these other networks that's already established is because first of all, Terrence Crawford doesn't sell enough, and for them to be able to get him to sell enough, he would have to fucking face Earl Spence, Jermell Charlo, Tony, what you call him
That's a
from
good point.
Detroit. He would have to face these fighters because in order for him to generate money, he has to need that other big name. He would have to fight a Canelo at a catchweight or this person or that or Castano. He would have to
Well,
go fight
well,
these
well,
people.
well,
They would
well,
not
not
accept him. They would
not
not accept him fighting motherfucking Walgreens cashiers.
now. See, over at the zone, he could fight. I mean, who is a Conor Ben? Conor Ben with the zone, right? I think Conor Ben he with the zone, right?
I think so.
So see, they could match him up. See, they could match him up with a Conor Ben. And see, he wouldn't be. I don't think he'd be afraid of a Conor Ben. See what I'm
He
saying?
will. He will be though, bro, because Conor Ben already got the. See, this is the thing, bro. If you got like some type of hype train behind your name, and you got a couple bodies behind it, as in a couple knockouts, this and that, Terence Crawford's not gonna take that risk. You see what I'm saying? Think about it.
Yeah.
He had every. If it's all
Conor
about money,
Ben, bro.
if it's all about. Listen, bro. Bud is chinny. Bud chinny as hell. All it takes is that one good pop. Bud get hurt by motherfuckers who ain't even good like that. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying to you is that's why I never give him credit for the Sean Porter fight. He won, okay, cool, it's on your record. But I never give him credit for fighting his buddy. Because if you watch that fight, it was many times where Sean Porter backed off. You see what I'm saying? Or Sean Porter buzzed him for a slight buzz. Not nothing crazy, but a slight buzz, and then he fall back a little bit. No, I can't. Then his dad throwing the towel where Sean Porter clearly could have kept going. That's why I can never give him credit for that. I mean, it's on his resume. Salute to you, blah, blah, blah. But I judged everything but that fight. And after judging everything but that fight, you got Benavidez he got shot with a K. He couldn't even move. You got him out there in the 12. And he buzzed you a couple times in that fight. You got you fought Kell Brook. Kell Brook had you lumped the fuck up in 2 rounds, but you got him out of here. You salute to that. Kell Brook been out the division damn near 4 years. Okay, cool. Like, when you start looking at everybody he been fighting, bro, they all washed up. Amir Khan just got a check. Like, when you really start, Green Machine dropped you and was catching you with clean 1-2s, but he just didn't have enough heart to finish the job once you started getting it rolling. Like, it's just, I don't see a lot in him, bro. He's very chinny. You see what Gamboa did to him. That's his biggest fight is still Gamboa. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you can say Sean, but people don't give him credit for that because that was your friend. You know what I
mean? Let me get this super chat in with Mr. C. Dewberry. Thank you for that $5 super chat. He says, I think if the fight happens now, he said it would be at 154. I think Errol's moving up. I think so too. I think with everything going on, but he needs to fight this year. And I'm thinking maybe he may slip in Keith Thurman, bro. I'm just thinking because with all the mandatories pushing his way, I think he would love to whip Keith Thurman ass just to get that monkey off his back. You see what I'm saying? And that would be a beautiful poetic justice. You know what I'm saying? To beat his ass before you go up to 154. That'd be the perfect, coronation. You know what I'm saying? He may not get undisputed, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, he beat Keith Thurman. Shit, that's a name. That's a name to put in your hat. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman still got weight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's his name.
I'm
What's
with
going on TBT radio? Go ahead. What you saying?
I said, I'm with you. But to that, all he has to do is fight one person right now. Whether it's Keith Thurman, Staniosis, Boots, whoever. All he got to do is fight one person. I would fight Keith Thurman. I know what's going on with Earl, why he said fuck him. But if they fought today off of the I hate you hype, this fight would be bigger than we think. You see what I'm saying? Now on top of that, now you're gonna whoop his ass, and now you don't gotta move to 154. Because now if you beat him and you still remain with those 3 belts, now they're gonna give you a couple months in advance because all of them want to be able to say they was a part of this undisputed, as in all the belts. They all got to do it together. So each head, as in over the WBC, over the WBA, WBO, everybody got to be in it together to get the 4-belt era into a champion. So they all got to come together. So after he get one more fight, as in if he fights somebody like Keith Thurman, it's a big fight to where they will bypass his mandatories. They will let him bypass the mandatories if he's fighting a bigger name like Keith Thurman. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So once he beats Keith Thurman ass, they'll give him an extra 4 months to make this Terence Crawford fight. Because the fight is the biggest fight in the sport. These belt holders want to be a part of that too. You see what I'm saying?
But
so therefore, they will give him that.
How in the hell the WBC get in front of the WBA? I'm just trying to figure that one out. You know what I'm saying? If that's true.
You know why? Why? It goes back to what we were just talking about. This shit is about money. Politics is running the sport of boxing right now. It's politics over fighting. So they understand the biggest part in the game right now is what? Keith Thurman, Errol Spence. If you can't get Terence Crawford, the love-hate relationship, you did me wrong, I did you wrong, right. Whatever. It's always about a storyline. The storyline is just going to sell the fight alone. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna sell the fight alone. Like Earl really don't like him. Like he
I know
really
he
does
don't.
not like him.
Oh, I know he
So at
don't.
the
He
end of
don't.
the
He don't
day,
like
like
Crawford ass either. I don't think he like
at,
Crawford
at
ass
first,
either.
at first, you could tell he kind of could in the beginning, back when they had that, what was that 2015, 2016, when they ran into each other. It was more
Mm-hmm.
of a man. He all right. I don't fuck with him. He cool. But now in today's time, man, Earl want to break this dude's face, cuz. And I'm gonna be real with you. The reason why he really don't like cuz and it turned into I hate you and I'm gonna kill your ass in there is off of Terence Crawford's fan base, his sister, Terrence's sister, Terrence's wife, and fucking Bernie the dick dog. You see what I'm saying? The dick guard dog. Him. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like they talk too much, bro. How often do you hear Earl lady come out and say anything? How often do you hear Earl dad come out and say anything? How often do you hear anybody? How often do you ever Bomac too? Bomac a part of it too. How often do you ever hear Derek James come out and say anything? They don't,
Mm-hmm.
bro. They don't, bro. You know what?
Let
Like
me.
they say, bro, a man that got 1,000 words to say and can hold his tongue, that's a warrior. The motherfucker who
Mm-hmm.
can't shut the fuck up, that's a bitch. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me get some of these comments in. Mr. Grown Man Boxing says, but reminds the guys from Omaha in Belly sitting there eating a banana matter because EJ born in New York. And Runaway Slave says, he says, Black Postcaster made Bud pound for pound. And Champion, he said, if Bud was white, he would have skipped the line. Yep. And Jay Smith says, he says that's one of the reasons Porter's still mad at EJ for making fun of Porter Reebok shoes. And Eric Johnson says, I heard 78, the general, so it says, fuck Terence Crawford, and he hopes Blue Blood strips his ass naked to the nude. He said, I hope that they destroy his ducking ass. But there's some strong feelings out there. Terence Crawford fucked up. What's going on, John Norrie? He said, how everyone on your team's a diva. He said, I thought there was supposed to be one diva in that camp. And because you see, Ben Judah, he says, y'all be hating on my guy Trump. Oh man, it's just do box. He said, all my life I've been rocking with Dallas 6'2", not too bad. Yeah, man, Dallas boy, that break your heart. He said, Eli Peters TV. He says, Joan Turner been what's that? Mia laugh out loud. Ben Mia, what's that? Ben MIA. Ben MIA laugh out loud. And Jonathan Park says, let's keep it boxing because you sound crazy supporting them Democrats and Obama when Trump had the highest rate for Americans working. So let's keep it boxing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who you is, bro. You know what I'm saying? You need to get the fuck up on out of here talking about Trump, bro. He want to hang your ass. I don't know who you is or what's your nationality. Trump don't love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We'll keep it boxing, but this is my channel and I keep it on what the fuck I want to keep it on. If I want to talk about
Facts.
Trump bitch ass, I'll talk about his bitch ass, okay? So you take your ass to another channel. That's what the fuck you do. Okay. So Richard Hudson says, what do you think about Crawford versus Avenesian? And I said, what do I think about it? Oh man, we've been killing that all morning. Says Mike Rhythm says maybe seeing them bodies over there and the Ukraine mess with his head. And Eli Peters TV, she says Loma looked like he about walking out the arena after the fight with Madonna, laughing out. Yeah, man, he looked fucked up. You know what I'm saying? TBT Radio, my brother. He said, boxing don't speak. They want you to talk. That's BS. He said, boxing don't respect that. They want you talking that BS. You know what I'm saying? So let me see. John Norris says, they say Bud getting his medulla oblongata rocked in sparring. So he getting his damn brain knocked out and shit and sparring. So TBT Radio, my brother, he says, man, all we know, Errol, is Iron Man on here. He said that boy can fart in the elevator. You won't say a word. What you mean? What you mean? Errol been radio silent until they've been hating on him. The OG's been hating on him. What you mean, man? Don't be trying to reverse that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know your boy Duck. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to be talking about. Don't worry about EJ. You know, he doing what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about that.
Hey, but think about this. Think about this. How fake is the media? Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Think about this. How fake is the media to where they're not speaking out on this bullshit? Like even the Crawford fans, like not Crawford fans, like the people who voted for, I mean that like the ex boxers, Hall of Famers and all that. Like come on, bro. Like it's a lot of fakery going on, bro. Like call a spade a spade. If that was Earl, man, they would have been saying all kind of stuff about him ducking and this and that. Like, come on,
Yeah,
he would have never been able to take Earl would have never been able to take this fight.
what's going on, Yolanda? Thank you for that super sticker. You know what I'm saying? I'm dealing with all these goddamn black ass Trump supporters. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't support either side. Tell you the truth, all of it is a matrix. You know what I'm saying? It's like we just don't have any other system. You know what I'm saying? So I may start another channel, on politics and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So we could chop it up on that channel. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people just misconstrued about politics and stuff. Whatever works for you, that's cool. But I'm just letting you know, none of it is for us. Dungeon Talk said, I watched that fight. Porter could have beat Bud if he really wanted to. And he was one foot in, 1 foot out. Brian Bradley said Bud is MIA. Yeah, because he done some fuck shit and he ain't trying to hear the backlash. He don't want to hear people, bitching wrong.
Byron, who said that?
Mm-hmm. Byron Bradley.
You can read the next one. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me see. Dungeon Talk said, he says, I watched that. Oh, I read that. Let me see. John Norrie says, Bud was expecting a love letter and saw them 30 pages and said, nope. And JV says, EJ just said on Twitter that he has an announcement real soon. EJ is cool like that. When he got a big fight, it'd be some shit. He may come out with a damn Canelo fight. I'm trying to tell y'all. I tell you, that dude, anytime he, when he go quiet like that, he may come up with something huge. You know what I'm saying? Nigga might be fighting Jamal or some shit at 160. You never know with EJ.
Man. Hey, but look too, Paul. Like you said, anytime he got something going on, he don't mind telling the public what's going on. This is what I'm saying though. And remember the whole time, what was Bob Arum saying? Terence Crawford don't promote himself. He doesn't do this. Yeah, you have a promoter.
He don't like to sign the contracts too. He said that shit.
Yeah, he did.
Hard to make fights with him.
Exactly. He said it's hard to work with Terence Crawford. He don't want to sign for the. Remember the Tiafimo fight? They was trying to do promotion for the Kell Brook and Terence Crawford. We were like, Terence Crawford still has to sign the contract. Like, you know what I mean? Terence Crawford is a problem, bro. Think about it. You got a network giving you your biggest payday ever, and you ain't said one thing about this damn fight, bro. If that ain't the most disrespectful shit ever, bro. He ain't said one thing about them, the fight, or nothing. Nothing. They didn't even have Adrian Bruder bum ass, because in today's time, he ain't on shit. You know what I mean? He talking about motherfucking this shit like that. Like, bro, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring this to the table. Bruh, you're not like that anymore, bro. Like, It sounds good, but you would have never got a $10 million 3-fight deal out of me. There's so many other people that was more worthy. You know what I mean? But either way, you got it. Salute to you. Feed your family. You need it. You've been going through shit, but he got the wrong people. They got the wrong people on their network. Terence Crawford just showed how disloyal he is. Bro, they done already set the fight, 2 weeks ago now? Week and a half now? And he ain't said one thing about it, but he's talking about another person's fight? Cool, if that ain't some disloyal, disrespectful shit.
Well, think about this. If let's say Terence Crawford, on BLK Prime, after he beat David Avenesian, I don't think he's going to come back and try to fight EJ. What if he tried to fight Adrian Broner, bro, after all these years? You know what I'm saying? He could have fought Adrian Broner at 140, but he didn't fight Adrian Broner at 140, right? What if he fight him over that BLK Prime trying to, get a little extra money over there? And we really going to know what the deal is if he try to fight. Because, Adrian Broner was, up echelon was talking about this, that could be something that they might work on over there and try to get together. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that. I can see that because who the fuck can you sign Adrian Broner to a 3-fight deal with?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Thinking. That's exactly. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about him and Terence Crawford gonna blow up the spot and all this kind of shit. Like, huh? my friend from Omaha, Nebraska. I was like, oh man, don't tell me, man, don't tell me they're gonna try to after this fight. That's where
Man,
he
if it ain't
going.
a hammer, if it ain't a, I'm gonna be real with you. In today's time, bro, I just don't see. In today's time, I don't see Broner beating too many people out here for them to be able to give him a 3 fight deal that puts him in the clear to where he can get a good solid win. I don't see him beating a lot of fighters of today. I don't. I don't.
Well, just like Lomachenko, you know what I'm saying? They all slow down. You know what I'm saying? Like, they all slow down. Let me read a couple of these comments and catch up. Dungeon Talk said, with all the fights that wobble Bud, I can't understand how these old heads thought Bud would beat Spence. I had money on Spence beating the brakes and rotors off Bud. What's going on, C. Dewberry? He says he won't get credit for Keith Thurman. He said people believe Keith is done amongst the elites at 147. But no matter how much we mention that, people still Keith be talking his ass, bro. People really
And Keith
believe
only got one loss though, so all that he's wrote off, he only got one loss. So can't nobody discredit that. The man got one loss,
Mhm.
and he put on a hell of a second half performance against Pacquiao. It just he got dropped and all that. You know what I'm saying? But overall, how does can somebody say anything about him fighting Keith Thurman? Yeah, you let this motherfucker Bud fight anybody from the goddamn it, the principal, gym teacher to the soccer coach. I can't. No, he can't do
See
that.
that see Keith got that light skin magic though. That's what that is. Cause no matter how far he fall, they still love him like Al B. Sure and shit. You know what I'm saying? That nigga got it. And then they come in there and that nigga go talking that shit, boy, and that waving that ponytail. They be like, that nigga, he's coming back. Keith is back. One time is back. You know what I'm saying? Windy City Assassin. He says, Errol Spence, he said, ain't lied thus far. He said he wasn't fighting Keith Thurman, and I believe him. He may be forced, or he gonna move up. He said this before though. He said he'll move up. He ain't fucking with Keith like that.
But
So
I don't like that though. I don't like that though, fool. Don't let this man stop your. So listen, in my opinion of it, right? If you let Keith Thurman run you to the next weight class, and I don't mean run like scared. I mean because you just don't want to fight him or you just don't want to whoop his ass because he did you wrong, and we know how he did you, Earl, for sure. But don't fuck your legacy up behind this bum motherfucker. Get his
I
ass
don't
out of
I
there,
don't think I
beat
don't think
his
it's gonna
ass,
hurt his
and
legacy.
then go fight Terence Crawford.
I don't think it's gonna hurt his
It is
legacy
gonna stop
because
his
Keith.
legacy
I
because
don't think
it
so.
is,
I
it
don't think.
is
Let me
because
say. Let me say why.
think
Let me say why. Let me tell you why I don't think it's gonna hurt his legs. Because we all know that Keith Thurman ducked him first, right? He tried to fight Keith Thurman. Oh, thank you, Yolanda, for that 99-cent super sticker. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, Queen. But yeah, that's why I think if he moved forward, he got every opportunity to move forward. Would I want to see the fight? Yeah. But I mean, if he moved on, I don't think it hurt his legacy because he got a lot of great fights up there, challenges waiting for him. If he didn't have no challenges in front of him, I would say he have to fight Keith Thurman. If he didn't have no great
yeah.
fights ahead of him. But since he got great fights ahead of him and he tried to fight Keith Thurman, I mean, I don't think it's gonna hurt him at all because he got a lot of shit to
Nah,
do at
I,
154.
I I don't think it's gonna hurt his. I don't think it's gonna hurt his career legacy. I'm speaking of undisputed legacy because he would
Oh
have to
yeah.
drop a belt to not. If he don't never fight Keith Thurman ever, no, that alone, hell no, won't hurt his legacy. Like not even a fucking 30-mile radius, it won't hurt this. You know what I mean? I mean it for him to drop the belts to move up behind Keith Thurman because we all know we just watched Terence Crawford going to the turtle shell mode. So what I'm saying is, by him not, if they make him the mandatory, as in the guaranteed mandatory, and he drops the belt by not fighting him to move up, now he lost shit on his legacy because to fight Keith Thurman, he lost the belts. When really he might be one fight out from whooping Terence Crawford ass, is what I'm saying. So
Hmm.
you whoop his ass, now y'all make the fight with Terence Crawford, now you undisputed. But if Keith Thurman is the mandatory, you skip over Keith Thurman, ain't no fucking undisputed.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I was meaning more like the undisputed level.
Well, I think that's already a bust. With Crawford acting like this here, and I don't think that's going to be attainable. I think that's Crawford. That's his final victory. That's his victory right there. You know what I'm saying? Keeping the undisputed out of EJ hands. That's how petty he is. That's how small he is. He's going to play keep away with the belt because he don't want to see him. You know what I'm saying? Reach those kind of accolades, and he's going to have to get it at 154 because we got bitch niggas like this in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? So this is what he's playing the spoiler right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a damn shame. You see, this what Keith Thurman. I would see somebody like Keith Thurman doing this shit. I could see Keith Thurman doing a move like that, making these kind of like little cryptic moves. You know what I'm saying? And being all petty like this here, making these kind of plans. But somebody like EJ, he just want to get in the ring and prove it in the ring. These dudes, they strategic, they're deceptive and shit like that. So that's why I wouldn't feel so bad if he didn't fight Keith Thurman, because he tried to duck EJ so artfully. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Sad part is I can't believe we let them play with our minds like that though, man. Because I mean, over the last 2 years, bro, we got way more Terence Crawford saying he don't need Earl, he don't want to fight Earl more than he do want to fight Earl. So when it came time for him to be able to fight Earl, he did what he said all along. I don't have to fight him. I don't need to fight him. I don't have to fight him. I don't need to fight him. If Earl had one belt and Bud had one belt, Bud would have fought him already. But Bud knows now his back against the wall. You got that last belt, and he see how Earl just did Ugas. So Bud know my head is not going to be over that boy's fireplace, because that's the only thing Bud got over Earl, to be able to say he's undisputed. But his undisputed, he has one of the weakest resumes in boxing history for an undisputed fighter. That's a fact, not opinion, right? So now, how could you have anything to say about Earl when you look at Earl's resume and he got Kell Brook when everybody was scared of Kell Brook? He took the belt from Sean Porter. He took the belt from Ugas. And he took the belt from your ass. His shit is way better than yours. Also, too, this how you know Earl move like a Earl move high sniper move, as in just low, you know what I'm saying, under the radar. I'm going to hit my target without you seeing me, right? After he realized, when he came back from Manny Pacquiao, right, and he got hurt, right, his eye, right?
Mm-hmm.
After Ugas and Manny Pacquiao fought, who had the belt?
After Ugas,
right?
Yeah, he had the WBA. Mm-hmm.
Right. But Manny Pacquiao was still the money fight, was it not?
Of course, it's Manny Pacquiao.
And who did he go after? After you didn't have the belt no more, Earl basically said, you are not my problem, and I don't give a fuck about you no more. That's a legacy fight. Oh, I beat Manny Pacquiao. No. He could have said, well, let me get my bread up real quick and fight Pacquiao. That's going to do numbers. Way bigger than the Ugas. You see what I'm saying?
In my opinion, Crawford, he's just about perception. You know what I'm saying? He's like, he don't care about the actual legacy. He want to get the easiest perception, a name that he can win. And he didn't sign that Manny Pacquiao fight. I think he thought about that shit. What happened to Thurman? You know what I'm saying? I don't think he wanted none of that smoke with Pacquiao. Before, I thought Crawford would have beat the shit out of him. But I don't think
heard what Bob said
today. In days time, I think he didn't want that smoke with Pacquiao. Nah.
Man, listen, you heard what Bob Arum said, bro. That's what I'm thinking. Bob Arum told us all, Terence does not do good with southpaws, so we was trying to keep him away from southpaws. I'm telling you, bro, that's a fact. He does not do good with southpaws,
I wouldn't believe that shit before, but now the way he moving, I think so. I think he don't want nobody that can get in his wheelhouse. Let me see. Andre Salazar says the WBC's not stripping Spence to give it to Thurman. So who hasn't even earned his mandatory spot? And what's going on? Byron Bradley says said how does Keith? He said what does Keith have to offer? And let me see. Andre Salazar. He says Showtime PBC will talk to WBC to let them know that they're still on the unification fight, which supersedes any mandatories. And let me see. He said no. Salazar said nobody cares what Thurman's doing. He should retire. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It says Charlo's Corner says I still want to see Thurman fight because I like seeing Spence fight. Now will Thurman been shook? He said, and Spence. He said, and Spence, we got now focused with chips on his shoulder is a scary dude. Said, and the Spence we got now focused with a chip on his shoulder. Oh, is a scary dude. I see what you're saying. And C. Dewberry says, didn't the WC mandate Keith Thurman as a mandatory? I think he's the number one contender, and they're gonna make him the mandatory. They just kind of, how they try to wordplay and shit. They saying he's next, but they haven't actually made him the mandatory. So that's that old bullshit they be trying to do. What I'm saying? Maybe they in the back they trying to work it out with the WBA and the IBF. What I'm saying? And to supersede all that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know exactly how all that shit's gonna work, but this shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because the WBA is supposed to be first, IBF is supposed to be second, and WBC is last. But somehow they making moves in the background and they trying to get that Keith Thurman fight in, bro. They want that money. And the PBC has shown Al Heyman, if he's shown you he can get shit done the way he wanted to go. You see what I'm saying? Except for old Bud bitch ass backing out. You know what I'm saying? I said, Adrian Salazar, he said, Bud stupid. He said, because Bomac is manager trainer. He said, and I'm not sure what he could possibly teach Bud for a fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to say your name here. Adam, how you say that? Bari. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Can I introduce you introduce you Islam? The word Islam means pray and to Almighty God, and don't add any creatures in those worship." He said, Islam word meaning so Prophet Abraham was Muslim, Moses. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say nothing bad about that shit because I don't want to get bombed and shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, fuck your ass up on here talking about Islam and shit. You ain't fit to fuck with that shit. Them niggas real over there.
Nah, I'm be real with you, bro. Only motherfuckers you can talk about every religion. You can talk about no goddamn.
I'm trying to tell you, but them motherfucker blow your ass up. What's going on, T_20 in the building? You know what I'm saying? But I respect the Islam, religion and stuff. They be real with that shit over there, though. Them niggas don't play with them niggas, man. They will fuck your ass up. You know what I'm saying? But, you gotta leave that preaching up off of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? John Norris says, common duck talk. No doubt. What's going on, Raw Sports TV? He says, everybody snatch they motherfucking eyeballs out their head. Don't you know it? See, let's see. My man, he's still preaching here. You know what I'm saying? It's okay, bro. I don't know if you can get anybody to convert, but I like my damn bacon too much, bro. I can't fuck with Islam. I eat bacon too goddamn much, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'd be fucked up in Islam. I've been fucked up all the commandments and shit because I'm eating a bacon sandwich a day. You see what I'm saying? That's just what it is.
Yeah, that's funny as hell. I feel you though.
I'm trying to tell you, nigga. I'll be fucked up on the first day.
Hey, Paul, that's what you add on it.
Bacon in your shit, nigga. Yeah, it is.
Hey, Paul, that's what you add on the end. Respectfully.
Yeah. Like
I love bacon respectfully.
Like
Can't do it.
Do it right side respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Not respectfully. But shit. But
hey, Paul. Hey, did not EJ say the code and shit though? Not respectfully.
Yeah, not respectfully. Niggas over here talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Raw Sports TV said, I love my bacon, big dog. I know what you're talking about, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nothing against Islam, bro. But now if they had bacon, they might convert goddamn all of the Negroes in the United States. If it wasn't for that bacon clause, you know what I'm saying? Y'all do something about that bacon clause, I get you some converts. You know what I'm saying? And niggas ain't trying to bend down to pray and shit and all that. You know what I'm saying? You cut them two things out, shit, you probably convert every goddamn body. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be gone and shit. It says John Norris says he said have to send the National Geographic camera after Bud these days. Yeah, so it takes this dude 10 days to get back to let anybody know what's happening, and then he's all indignant that he don't owe nobody no damn explanation. Then he sends Bernie the Boxer, his propagandist, on there to talk shit about the duck move. So boxing is in a weird place right now, fellas. You know what I'm saying? It's just none of these dudes got pride no more. You know what I'm saying? To stand on the square and be real,
Hold up,
man.
though. Hold up, though.
Mhm.
I forgot about that, fool. I forgot about
Huh.
that, bro. Like you said, this motherfucker did get on there and brag about them taking
Mhm.
the bitch route, and Earl Spence got to go the hard route. Like they
Right.
make they self look more. Like, see me, I'm different, bro. If my brother, my friend was talking for me, right? I'd have got on there quick. Hey, bro, that shit you posted last night. Hey, take that shit down, cuz you just made me seem like a straight bitch, bro. Like literally, we got David and he got to go the hard route. Like you basically bragging that you get to fight a Rudy Poo, and Earl got to fight. Or my dog's way. Or is that the new ones or the old ones? Or the old ones way. But
Mhm.
and Earl got to go the hard route. If that ain't the biggest whole shit, it lets us know that everything we've been saying up to this point is facts, bro. Them niggas is ducking and dodging like what Bernie Mac say? Girl, you shaking like booty meat. Them niggas is scared, cuz. What you this nigga scared. These niggas is scared, cuz. It's
But
bigger than money. You know
it's
why it's bigger than money, Paul? Because if it
mm,
wasn't big, if it was just about the 10 million, he would have told them in the beginning, hey, listen, we're gonna make this fight still. But instead of going for February, let's shoot it for middle of March or April because I'm gonna take this fight in December for my tune-up, and then we already signed it and through the negotiation, so we'll have that fight too. He could have still made the fight, bro, and still fought this nigga David in December. It's
right,
just a
right.
contract. A contract is just what you're going to do. So you don't have to pull out of a fight to fight somebody else. You can still have a contract in that, and you just push y'all fight date back. The man ain't on shit, bro. This Errol Spence deal, could be 100% already locked in, and he's still fighting December. It's bigger than just a tune-up and just a money fight. This nigga is running, bro, and
Right.
he's using it. That's why
Mhm.
everything he's been doing, he's been purposely bringing it to the media for us to know this, for us to know that. Do you know, really, in real negotiations with contracts, bro, it's certain shit you can't even talk about. So let you know
Mhm.
half the shit he's saying is bullshit. You see what I'm saying?
What's going on
You see what I'm
inside the
saying?
square circle? If you want to come up, bro, I just dropped the link. What's going on, Gantz? I see you out there. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, fellas? Y'all, please subscribe to Inside the Square Circle with King Judah. If you like my content and you like content like this, please subscribe to King Judah, man. He be snapping over there. What's going on, Gantz, my brother? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I gotta sign with King Judah. I gotta go over there as soon as we get off and subscribe to King Judah too, for sure.
Gant says, "What's up, Pool?" He said the only great thing that little buddy does when it comes to switching is all the contradiction that come out of his mouth. And for the life of me, man, I don't understand his fans. I mean, he must be got a big ass family. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, for all the people that be capping for Bud, bro, you know what I'm saying? You can't make no excuse for most of this shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't
Nah,
make no excuses.
hold up, Paul. The biggest thing out of it all is for all these people that's nut riding Terence Crawford, the nigga should have more pay per view sales. That's all I'm saying. For all these niggas coming out the real word, he gonna do this to Arrow. He gonna do this, bro. How you got all these people trying to have your back, but none of them watching your fights, or all of them stealing your fights. So either he ain't got all these fans and they capping Earl Smith haters, or all your fans is the brokest motherfuckers in the world, or they truly don't give a fuck about you because they don't support you. It's either one or the other. One or the other. You're. I just don't see it being enough. Do you?
But well, think about it. He going on this app, so that means if he go over there, he don't give a damn about how it's gonna sell. They're talking about $40 for this damn fight, bro. I don't even think it's 40. I think it's like 39.95 or some shit like that. The fight on BLK Prime,
He a
bro.
stripper, bro.
Well, that's what they saying. That's what they saying. They saying your boy for sale. They saying your boy out there on the track on the stroll. You know what
My
I'm saying? That's
man,
how
my man, my man fighting on Walmart.com and shit.
I'm just saying, man, like, bro, how can they defend this? You can't cover this up. You can't spin this. There's not enough bullshit to spin, bro. This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so mad, but I'm so mad that he's not that guy that I thought he was. Now now one of the best fights in boxing history. It's never gonna happen. Now I gotta look forward to damn Keith Thurman, hoping EJ gonna go back on his word and fight Keith Thurman. That's what I'm hoping for now.
That's the
See what I'm
sad part
saying?
about it. Like you said that shit perfect, Pool. It goes from us thinking we're gonna get something to now we're literally hoping Earl Spence have a change of hearts because all because Terrence Crawford up.
And they both got similar dispositions.
Yeah. But think about this, bro.
You got
This is
power of the
why Terrence
land.
Crawford gonna get. This is why Terrence Crawford gonna get the shit beat down his leg when they fight. It's because Terrence Crawford hang with too many fake motherfuckers, bro. He doesn't have a real man in his circle. He hang with nothing but yes men. Yes, Terrence. Okay, Terrence. Do even his trainers. Yes, whatever you want, Terrence. Terrence, don't do it unless you want to do it, though, Terrence. Like, why the fuck do they need you if everything is on your end? If I should do it or not, instead of you. Think about it. When Earl, when Derek talking to Earl, he telling him what he see, what to do, what not to do. Now, don't get me wrong; it's still all for translation and perception, as in do that because that's what I'm seeing. But if he change up, that's why if you notice, Derek could give Earl two different directions at once. Throw this, throw that. Because I'm telling you, it's up too high. If you do that, they come over the top with it. Like he give them two different directions and instructions because in case you see something else out of it, you prepare for it. Every time you hear Bomac talking, he damn near asking Terrence, or unless he tell him, follow your rhythm, follow your rhythm. Why did you think he told Terrence, remember in that Porter fight, don't get in the slugfest with this motherfucker. Why do you think he said that? Because he know that motherfucking chin can't hold up, man. He get hit with the right shot, his lights out. That's why he's stalling this Earl fight. He knows deep in his soul Earl about to beat the shit out of him. Terrence knows this shit, bro. He knows.
That shit ain't even deep in the soul. That nigga just know. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of the stories are coming out about the sparring. You know what I'm saying? That he getting pieced up in sparring. And man, I starting to believe the stories that him and EJ met before. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to believe those stories now. And they already know that they can beat Terrence Crawford. I'm starting to believe all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So Cholo's corner says, man, fuck the pay-per-view sales. He said, who in the hell gonna buy a fight on BLK to watch you fight somebody who no one knows? And that's true.
Hey, Chels. Hey, who is that? Chloe? Or I'm gonna call you Corner. Okay, look. Everything you said is 100% facts. And again, this is why that they're robbing themselves. And again, like I said the other day, Blue Blood is cool because Blue Blood can only make this fight or help make this fight if Terrence Crawford willing to do it. So we can't just blame Blue Blood like that. You know, I done said things I was pissed off at Blue Blood in the beginning. But also, like Blue Blood, man, like they would rather take a L and lose millions, as in not gain millions, but lose millions out of their pockets, just to be able to say, well, you know, I put on the Terrence Crawford versus David Kardashian fight. You see what I'm saying? Like, long as they can be able to brag on it, they don't care. See, that's the difference between Al and Bob and them. You know, Terrence was under contract, so Bob had to fulfill it. Whether if he wanted to lose money or not, Terrence was under contract. That's why you notice that motherfucking lawsuit just disappeared, right?
Mm-hmm.
That lawsuit disappeared because they got Terrence Crawford on camera too many goddamn times saying, I don't want to fight Earl. I'm not interested in Earl. Earl ain't my main concern, or I don't need him. He's on camera saying this shit too many times to where, how the hell are you going to sue a man? Sue a man and you're complaining about you don't want to fight him. You're telling the world you don't want to fight him multiple times. On live, not like in a private conversation where it's all we'll pull the text up. Man, they got you on live platforms saying this time and time again. So he realized that suing shit wasn't gonna work, right? So, and it goes back now to everything Bob Arum been saying is a fact. Terrence Crawford is hard to work with. He's very hard to work with. Then you got, what did Sean Porter just come out and say? Terrence Crawford is one of the most stubborn people in boxing. Like, come on, bro. Terrence Crawford is bigger. Terrence Crawford don't care about no legacy. Even Bob Arum was saying that. He only care about money. Terrence Crawford ain't trying to fight nobody. You see they paid Amir Khan bum ass damn near $7 million. That shows you alone right there. At the time that he fought Amir Khan, how the hell did Amir Khan damn near get $7 million? And I think if we go back to the books, I think Amir Khan made more than he did. No way in hell, bro.
Mm-hmm. It's like I'm just looking at sometimes this should be knocking off my moderators and shit, man. I be making people moderators. I got to come back and remake them moderators. I'm like, what's going on? Let's see. Let's see. Jay Cooley said, "What up?" He said, "Dudes." He said, "I was arguing with their he said I was arguing with here Omaha about they mad at him because they even brought up Bud was talking all that shit and still not fighting Earl." And that's what I'm talking about. It's simple as that, y'all. It's just as simple as that. It ain't no, you know what I'm saying? This dude talked all this shit and then he just backed out. You know what I'm saying? And
No,
now he
Paul.
just
No, Paul. He agreed to everything. He agreed to everything. How the
yeah,
hell you agree to everything?
I
You ain't gonna fight.
understand that.
You ain't
That's what I'm
signed shit.
if
You
you
ain't.
ain't
Hey, you
signed,
can't agree to everything if you ain't
that's
signed
what I'm
nothing, bro.
saying. That's what I'm
The
talking
signature
about.
means you agree to everything. The signature is the ultimate stamp. If there's no signature and you still have questions, you can't trust your own lawyer that you went out and paid for, and now you got to talk to Al personally. Oh, Al, like nigga, I don't fuck with you. I don't know you. I don't
Hey,
need to talk to you. I gave your
and it,
lawyer I gave your attorney all the paperwork they need. He should know everything. And you've been boxing for goddamn 37 years. Figure it out.
and they try to
How you
twist
gotta talk to me personally?
they try to twist everything EJ said, like the phone call. You know what I'm saying? Anything that dude say, they just no matter what the fuck he say. You know what I'm saying? He could say I'm gonna hit Terence Crawford in the mouth. Oh, Errol ducking, Errol ducking. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what he say. You know what I'm saying? It's like they just twist the narrative, bro. Everything. They still in my comments talking about EJ ducking and talking about 3 or 2 fights ago and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy, man. You can't make this shit up. You know what
The
I'm saying?
biggest thing that get me though is they talking about they've been waiting for a fight for 5 years. Get the hell out of here, man. Ain't
Mm-hmm.
no 5 years. If you take out the car crash and the eye surgery, because he was out what, like damn it, 18 months for the car surgery. I mean, the car crash like 16 months for the car crash, and out for like 14 months for the eye surgery. So if you calculate all that up, they might have been fought. Earl always said my plan was this, my plan was that. It's Terence Crawford who's every blue. You ain't never did an interview or heard an interview where Earl said he doesn't want that fight. Even if
Now,
he said it's down the line, I got shit over here I gotta handle first. I'm gonna get these straps. Yes, Terence Crawford is on the menu. He got a strap. I gotta go get that. I want my plan is to be undisputed. It's always been a yeah from Earl. Get on YouTube and see how many no's you don't heard from Bud. Just that alone, how can you come against that?
now think about this. With this move, this is a self boycott. Nobody ain't calling for a boycott of the fight, but he just self boycotted himself. I hope he gets some damn guaranteed money because he definitely ain't gonna make no back end money off that fight. You know what I'm saying? Over there at BLK Prime, because everybody's pissed off about how this shit jumped off. And just like Jay Cooley here say, he says Bud ain't been humbled yet, and Errol was gonna humble his ass. See, he didn't want that shit to happen. See, and with this move, he's not gonna make any money off this fight, bro. Because everybody pissed off. Nobody wants to see that shit, bro. Not one person that I talk to. They don't want to see no damn.
I like how you just worded that. Like you said, this is a self boycott. He brought this shit on himself. This is really a self boycott, like you just said. He just boycott. He just turned everybody like, bro. Think about it. At least if you fought a high reputable opponent, the motherfucker just say, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and spend that little bread on Terrence. You fighting bullshit opponent. Motherfucker like, I'm not spending the 40 for that bullshit. A motherfucker you should knock out. First of all, you're fighting somebody that you knocked out that stopped them. You fighting somebody who you knocked out, knocked them out. Come on, bro. It ain't like you beat. It's not like you beat somebody that somebody else beat. That's boxing. But you fighting somebody that you beat, but the person you beat stopped him in the 6th round. Come on, bro.
Man, y'all
No,
can't.
bro.
Let me see. They can't be blocking. Well, he's supposed to be a moderator. Let me see. You can't block Zach B. He's a moderator. Okay. Damn. Why my moderators ain't on? Let me see. I'm just okay. Zach B. He says.
Hey, Cole, I need a wrench too, bro.
I wrenched you up. I wonder why my shit never
Okay, for
wrenched
the
you
days
up.
I'm at work, I gotta check it for the days I'm at work. So I'm always tuning in. Just sometimes I'm at work. I work in a factory. It be loud as hell, so I can't even tune in sometimes.
Yeah, just
Jump in. I mean,
comment on something, and I'll just wrench you on up. Let me see.
Okay.
Zach B said. He said they picked the sides. He said so. It's more about winning the argument. He said they aren't Bud fans. After 4 years of them saying they want this fight and EJ needs to fight, they allow this shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? So we arguing with niggas who ain't even really into boxing, bro. So it's like that's why
Hey,
I
who
don't even
said that,
waste my
fool?
time. I just be chomping their ass off
Exact.
sometimes.
Hey, exact. That's 100% facts, bro. You just hit the nail on the head. Everything you said is 100% facts. They just want to win the argument, bro. Think about it. This how you know they want to win the argument because after everything Terence Crawford done and showed, they still got this motherfucker back. I told motherfuckers like this. I said I'm a man before anything. Hey, Pool, I got kids, bro. Ain't no way in hell that Earl would have been doing the shit that Bud been doing.
Man,
Yeah, I give him his props.
you've
Earl a
been
good fighter, but I can't fuck with Cuz like that no more. That's not. I can't because you're doing too much whole shit, bro. It's not in me. Excuse me, I'm not probably echoing now. It's not in me to let that happen, bro.
like it would have been
Even if
total
I was with
chaos.
Terrence Crawford at Bomac or Bernie or somebody, like y'all got to get some nuts and be like, hey, bro, you looking bad out here, bro.
Let me see.
Instead, Bernie hops on or Poole. What about the fact? What about the time they caught Terrence Crawford like last month at the fight? They go to ask
Mm-hmm.
Terrence Crawford questions. First thing he say, "Hey, don't ask me about my fight." He
Mm-hmm.
only want to talk about everybody else fight.
You know why? Because the motherfucker be forgetting. Just like he did in that one interview. He said, "Oh, that fight gonna be a little bit later." Oh no, that fight gonna happen real soon. See, he
Yeah, he
don't
be
want
telling
people
on
to ask.
himself.
He don't want people to ask. See, cause he got two things going on, and he's so damn dumb. He can't. He can't. His mind don't operate fast enough, and that gave everybody, because everybody watching everything totally closely. Every interview, everybody watching what
Yep.
they say, especially what come out of EJ mouth, what come out of
And
Terrence Crawford. And during that interview, he let it go because we seen how his energy changed. Let me get Eli Peters' TV comment. He says Bud said, Bud even said it's a 50-50. It's 50-50. He ain't fighting Bud because he's calling EJ out at 140, laughing my ass off like what the fuck, you know what I'm saying?
but the
And that's
funny
true.
part is to what he's saying. The most of the time where Bud was calling him out, Bud was at 140 talking about him and Keith Thurman and them. You see what I'm saying?
But see, he was
Did
clout
he talk
chasing.
about?
He was clout chasing way back. He was clout
Hey,
chasing.
but look though, but Poole, you know what we keep overlooking? We keep overlooking when everybody throw up the fact that when they say, "Oh, they said get a belt. Once I get a belt, they gonna be ready for me. They told me to get a belt." This motherfucker saying that like he had 7 fights at 147, and then on the eighth one he got a belt. Nigga, your first fight at 147 was a
Look here,
belt.
look here, Mark.
Like we
Mark,
forget that part about that. But
Mark.
he be using it
Our
to his
first
advantage.
sign. Our first sign with this nigga wasn't about shit is when he wouldn't fight Ray Robinson, who beat him in the amateurs. When he wouldn't fight Ugas, who beat him in the amateurs. He ain't want that smoke. He ain't want that win, that W back. That was our first sign that this nigga wasn't about shit. You know what I'm saying? And let me
And
see.
the second sign, Poole, first fight when he want to fight Ray Robinson, right? And the second whole move was Ugas beat your ass too. Now Ugas got a strap. Why didn't you try to get that strap? He didn't try to get that strap. He didn't try to get that strap. He didn't petition to get that strap. Even if it was, damn, Earl beat me to it, but we put in for it too. No, you didn't. This man he been babysitting that goddamn WBO belt for how many years? He ain't even looking to fight no other champions. He not even looking to fight no number one contenders for them to even be a champion.
Mm-hmm. See,
The man is smoking mirrors. Like Earl said, what, 5 years ago, the man is smoking mirrors, bro.
and I thought because I had a similar experience. You know what I'm saying? With Bud Mama. You know what I'm saying? Put him out there, and he wanted to pay $10 to fight him. My mama closed the screen door on me when I had niggas after me. I had to get out there and fight.
He wanted to
Let me see why I got an echo.
Oh, that
And
was me.
mhm. So you know what I mean. Let me get Raw Sports TV. What's going on, my brother? Thank you for sliding through. He says, Spence said he's about to spin the block again. Big announcement coming soon. And grown man boxing in the building. He says Broner on the undercard. He said they meet next year for the undisputed duck belt. Both of them backed off their last bouts. That's interesting. That is true. Um, Okay, he said, appreciate the wrench. No problem, my brother. You know what I'm saying? You over at Pool Kind of Boxing, man. And John Norrie says, he said, these are buddies are too in touch with their feminine essence. Laugh out loud or he's crying, whatever. He said, they telling they truth, y'all. Oh yeah, like them women be saying, it's my truth. Um, Corley's Corner says, stop. He says, stopping my boy's greatness. He said, even Mayweather never got undisputed at 147. Do y'all think Mayweather had something to do about the fight not being made? Just seems crazy. And why not? He said, why is it not a mandatory? You know what I'm saying? I made that assertion before, but you never know what's going on, bro.
I'm gonna be
Till
real, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and say it to what Cuz just said. I wouldn't be fucking surprised. Mayweather is the biggest fucking hater on all these new school guys. And the sad part is they'll never make the money he had. Like it's even bigger. You can even hold over their head. You'll never be as big as me. You'll never sell what I said. You'll never do my pay-per-view numbers. You got all these attributes. You're 50 and old. You got everything in your power for you to stay great and for you to stay on top. And you always hating on the little nigga. That's like the plug telling on the nigga that's buying dimes. You know what I'm saying? Like Mayweather is the biggest fucking hater, bro. You see that one time he thought the fight was being made on a certain date. He wouldn't put his fight on the same. Mayweather really.
Mm-hmm. You couldn't now.
Like somebody had called me. But yeah, Mayweather is the biggest hater, cuz.
We know.
He's the biggest hater. No matter how great he is and what he did for the sport and all that, for sure. But he's the biggest hater, cuz. He's in competition with niggas. He's not even fighting on real stages no more. He's still in competition with everybody. He's even in competition with Tank. He wants to drain Tank dry. And to have Tank fight all these bums, make this money, instead of have Tank going up against the killers that Tank really want to fight. Tank wants to fight these dudes, bro.
Now check this out.
He wants to.
Now, check this out. Now Mayweather setting up him another fight over at the Zone. So I think he's trying to get a deal with the Zone so he can get Tank fight in. You see what I'm saying? So he can get a relationship because you know Mayweather gonna bring in 30-40 million dollars, at least if he's fighting somebody, right? Good. And I think he's gonna bring Tank in on the tail of that deal. Because with this to make this Ryan Garcia fight, because I don't see any other way they can make this fight. Oh, what's going on inside the square circle? With King Judah. What's going on, brother? What you got on all this shit?
Man, I'm just listening, bro. And when it comes down to that Terence Crawford situation, bro, I was listening to what y'all was saying, where the fans were saying that Errol Spence had been ducking him for 5 years. I'm gonna tell you why that's a lie to even begin with, something that y'all didn't touch on. Well, the first reason why is like he wasn't saying Errol Smith's name while he was at 140. As a matter of fact, he wasn't even saying Errol Smith's name when he first got to 147. He was calling.
He wanted Keith Thurman.
I'm gonna tell you another thing. Stephen A. Smith asked him, like, I understand you want Keith Thurman and he a bad boy. Y'all know how Stephen A. Smith talk. Yeah, he a bad boy. But what about that guy Errol Spence? That's who we want to see you fight, because we can see that he is, how you want to say it, he is the goods. He was like, no, he said, my eyes tell me that he are the goods. He said, well, your eyes.
Y'all got to excuse me. I'm making coffee. Go ahead.
You feel me? That's what Stephen A. Smith told him. Say, yeah, we know Keith Thurman a bad boy, but my eyes tell me that Errol Spence is the goods. And then Bud Crawford looked at him like, well, your eyes are deceiving you. Because Keith Thurman is the man at 147. Keith Thurman is the man I want at 147. That man never said he wanted Errol Spence. Not when he was at 140, and not when he got to 147. He didn't start saying Errol Spence's name, I think, really until Keith Thurman ended up losing to Pacquiao. This I'm just telling you what my memory served me. Until Keith Thurman lost to Pacquiao, and Keith Thurman wasn't the man to beat no more. Then, people started associating Bud name with Errol Spence, and his fame started to rise. Who the fuck Terence Crawford was? I challenge y'all something. All these so-called Bud fans, show them a picture of Terence Crawford when he had them ugly ass dreads in his head and he was looking like Predator. They don't even know Terence Crawford from back then, bro. That's the crazy part, like you said. Right. They don't even know that Bud. They don't know that Bud. When he was out here looking like something from New Jack City. They don't remember that.
He had them baby dreads.
That shit was ugly as fuck, Paul.
But look though, they don't even know Cuz from back then. That's the sad part.
Not
I'm just saying
really.
it's a lie. It's a lie that y'all saying that he had been calling Errol Spence out for 5 years. That nigga ain't never say Errol Spence's name until Keith Thurman lost, and Errol Spence was the man to beat.
In the media who spent it for him and the Crawford and Max Kellerman and all them. They don't want to start bringing that Spence and Earl shit to Spence and Crawford shit to life. It was never Crawford.
Stephen A. He was telling me, he said, he looked like Errol Spence Jr. is the man at 147. That's what he said. What he said, my eyes or whatever. He said, your eyes are deceiving you and all that bullshit.
Your eyes are deceiving you. Basically telling him Errol Spence ain't shit. I ain't worried about Errol Spence. That's what he
right.
And
I think that was before Errol had got the belt from Kell Brook. You know what I'm saying? I think that was before he had. I think
he actually had it.
Yeah, just.
And that's why Stephen A. Smith was saying, look, man, we got another big dog at 147. This kid done went over there and got this belt. What about Errol Spence? Because he looked like he's the next one up. He said, well, your eyes deceiving you. Because Keith Thurman
that's when he said he wanted to fight Garcia and he wanted to fight Keith Thurman. He said Keith Thurman was the man. And I think Garcia had came up from 140. You know what I'm saying? At that time.
Just think about the real underlying issue was that when you came there, you and your fat ass manager could have had Errol Spence, and y'all chose to fight Jeff Horn. And he said he told the whole world y'all did that. Y'all could have had Errol Spence, and y'all chose to fight Jeff Horn.
Yep. So it's a whole bunch of rewriting history. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to who you support. And they just make up shit, bro. So that's why I don't argue with them, bro, because it'll just raise your blood pressure because they'll just change shit to fit the narrative, and it's disingenuous, bro, at best. And we're real boxing fans. Nobody got time for that. Robin Emily Jones says EJ started snatching on Floyd's eye and sparring. See, and a lot of people don't like that too. There's a lot of Floyd haters out there, hate EJ because of his name rising, and if they don't want his name to, glide over Tank, or they don't want him, everybody got their picks, right? And they got their hate for certain reasons and stuff. Did I read Eli? He says, Eli Peters TV. He says exactly. He said that's why the fuck they ain't trying to fight Ugas for his belt. Laughing my ass off. He said, dude, just hiding with that little belt, waiting for Errol to do all the dirty work. He said, and yes, Floyd is in Bud's ear. Yeah, he's a hater of Errol. That's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? I think so too, y'all. Isn't that crazy for him to? He's supposed to be an ambassador. He's supposed to be, like he said, the blueprint. But really, he's just a petty little dude that's got a lot of money, and he got a really petty spirit. You know what I'm saying? He want to fuck up these dudes who just getting into the game, who's just starting to get see a couple of M's, and he want to shit on all that. He don't want nobody, Tank, none of them to come near his greatness. And it's hard. Why?
I was about to say the reason why. When I look at, I don't know, a lot of people don't remember. Maybe I'm the only one remember this, but when Errol Spence first got his fame, it came from Black in His Eye. Floyd got over there. He wasn't too mad about that. But a lot of people don't remember Floyd started to co-sign Errol Spence just before he signed Tank, before even Devin Haney. It was Errol Spence everywhere with Floyd. Floyd was trying to co-sign Spence. He wanted to sign Spence to the money team, and he thought he was. Bro, go back and look at them videos, bro. Errol Spence was everywhere with Floyd Mayweather. He thought Errol Spence was gonna be his fighter. Yeah. When Errol Spence decided that, nah, man, I'm gonna do this my own way. That's when the hate started to come out.
Mm-hmm. I think too everything you said is a fact, and also to go with that, it all stopped once people started really talking about how he did Floyd. See, before it was just the people in the gym who knew about it, and Floyd was, hey, yeah, y'all gotta look out for this motherfucker. He nasty, he nice. But then when it got to the point of everybody talking about how he did Floyd, that's when the hate started coming from Floyd. Like, because there's too many people co-signing it. You see what I'm saying? And then every time they asked Earl would never say, nah, it ain't true. He'd be like, man, sparring is sparring. People done got me. I done got people. It is what it is. So realistically speaking, that's when that shit really started hitting the fan with that nigga, when everybody started talking about how he got done in that sparring session. You see what I'm saying? Now it's like, oh, okay, well, it's me against you then. Because at first, as long as it was under the radar, it's cool. Only the people that was in the gym know about it. It's cool. But then when the public started picking up on it, that's when the hate from Floyd really started happening. And also, to what you said, once he realized he didn't want to sign with him.
Mm-hmm. What's going on, Eric? I see you out there, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Hey, thank you
That's
for sliding through, bro.
that's the
And
same
Raw
thing.
T
Oh,
Sports
yeah, my bad, bro.
TV, he says he want to keep his eye, and he comes back. He says they mad at what came back from the dead, snatching eyeballs. Yeah, man, he had. I mean, we talk shit, but he really made a great comeback, man, from that car accident. I know
Twice.
people are tired of hearing about the shit, but man, the dude, that's some unheard of shit, bro, in boxing. You get fucked up as an athlete, you can spring a leg and not be the same. This dude came back from a car accident. I read it's almost like the nigga was. It's like almost like he was predestined.
He's supposed
You
to
know what I'm
be.
saying?
He's
For
supposed to be
greatness.
here.
That's
He's
what
supposed to be here.
Andre Berto said that. Andre Berto said, man, he said, man, that dude got he said God got his hands on that man. I'm not gonna bet against Errol Spence. That's what Andre Berto said.
That nigga like the last nigga in Sodom and shit. That nigga made it out. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, Eric R says, nah. He says Bud was undisputed at 140. Say he had his picks moving up. He said Thurman, WBC, he was unified. He said Spence, IBF, or the weakest link, Horn, WBO. He said you saw the route he took. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that I don't think it's so much that people love Bud as much as it's that they hate EJ, man. They just have a visceral the PBC, and Errol is their darling, and he's got all his backing. There's a lot of people hate the power that EJ is the power behind PBC. And if you destroy Errol, I think they figure you destroy the PBC. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I think the shit is deep. I think it goes like that. I think they have a visceral hate towards the PBC because it's a black represented company, a motherfucker from Harvard. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want that. They don't want them to be successful. They don't want them to get big. Just like they hated Don King half. And Don King didn't give a fuck. He didn't even comb his shit. He just went out there like a troll. He was the first. They should give him money. The troll people should give Don King his goddamn royalties because they damn sure stole his look. You know what I'm saying? And he went out there with the hair and everything, and he ran boxing. You know what I'm saying? He was the only person to be able to compete with Bob Arum. You know what I'm saying? Bob Arum had to wait for the Don King era to be over. You know what I'm saying? And he had to deal with the damn government on his back, the mafia on his back. That was a bad dude. I don't know how that brother did it. You know what I'm saying? But he was in between the underworld, you know what I'm saying, and boxing, and he was running it all, bro. I mean, he did a lot of shady shit, but he made some great cards, bro. And speaking of cards, who the hell is going to be on this David Avenesian versus Terence Crawford card? Who, I think Chola Corner said something. Who is going to be on that card, bro? I guess it don't.
Oh
really
yeah,
matter,
I heard, Paul. They got me fighting my third grade teacher. They got you fighting the employee that you don't like. They got King Judah going against the nigga that work at Walgreens. Like that's how it seems, bro. Like, who are you gonna get? Like, it's nobody. You can look at listen, bro. Them signing Adrian Broner showed me that they a joke off that alone. Now, you happy with the Terence Crawford to a degree, okay? Terence Crawford, a good fighter, this and that, okay, cool. But once you sign Adrian Broner for a 3-fight 10, that lets me know this is a joke. This is a joke. This is a joke.
Let me drop the link for Rodney Reed if you want to come up and say the hate. He says the hate for Bud is real. I don't hate the nigga. I just think he's a coward. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I thought he was
with a cape on. He a coward with a cape on.
I thought he was the shit. He just showed me.
To tell the truth. That's like me right now. Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback ever. But they'll say I'm hating if I tell you he trashed this year. He trashed this year. That's not hating. That's just what it is.
No, it ain't no hate towards him. I was a fan of the dude before I realized, the nigga wasn't cute chicken shit.
I think we all was. Because I was rooting for him when I first heard about him. And the nigga ain't have no clout. Let me be real with you. He ain't have no clout. I found out about Terence Crawford around the time when he fought Victor Postal. I'm gonna keep it all the way real with y'all. I didn't know who was before that.
Well, when the nigga didn't fight Ray Robinson, you know what I'm saying? And that was, you know how fighters are. Like, if you get one up on the fight, he want that. He want that W. You know what I'm saying? He want that W back. And
Bud lost to Danny, he lost to Ugas, and he lost to Ray. Bud don't care because Bud feel like since they beat him already, they know his tactics. So it's a harder risk to still fight them. Like Bud is a joke, bro. And I don't care who riding with Bud. I tell you this to your face. Whoever, even Bud to his face. Like I don't give a shit. Like keep it in a buck, bro. You know what you out here doing whole shit. Let's keep it a buck. Like I said, I'm glad he got his money for his family and his kids and stuff. Because Bud's a hell of a fucking father. You know what I mean? I'm talking about top of the line father. You see what I'm saying? But when it comes to this boxing shit, bro, you out here making a lot of whole moves, because you still could have secured that Errol fight and still fought in December. You still could have said, well, Earl, we can make the fight now. We just got to push it back to fucking April or May because I'm taking this fight in December. They still could have made this fight 100% a go, and he still could have got this tune-up, bro. And I'm going to tell you like this. If he would have went that route, took this tune-up and still had that fight already signed and sealed, I have nothing to say about Bud. I'll wait them a couple months. I have nothing to say about him because I understand that he ain't fought in how long, which again is still his fucking fault. But I will be real enough to say, well, he already got that fight in the bag. He signed his fight. Everything's a go. Let that man get his tune up so he's ready. I'm cool with that. But you left negotiations and you left everybody hanging to where even Espinoza like, man, we didn't know. We didn't even see that coming. That's whole shit, bro. That's some snake ass sucker shit. Like, watch me get these niggas. That's what that was, bro. That was not professional. And that's why everything Bob Arum has been saying, I 100% believe now. At first I was skeptical, but now I 100% believe everything Bob Arum has ever said about Terence Crawford.
Right. Let me get GD comment here. He said, Eric, man, you know how big Thurman versus Bud would have been 2018 for 3 belts. That's for sure. And EJ would have been undisputed early 2019, but then again, them bitches would have ducked. No doubt, man. You know, we see a lot of people don't understand we missed the golden era with Bud pulling the shit that he has back in 2018. See, and it's a lot of visceral upset. We're upset because if Bud would have jumped into the fray with Keith Thurman and Keith Thurman would have did what he had to do, bro, this would have been one of the best eras of boxing, bro. This would have been one of the I'm talking. This would have been up there. This would have been up there. You know what I'm saying? With Oscar De La Hoya and Sugar Shane Mosley, Floyd Mayweather. This would have been up there. You know what I'm saying? But these dudes took a left turn. Both of them. They fucked the era. They fucked up boxing, making the choices that they made. Y'all don't understand. We missed a whole golden era because of the choices that Keith Thurman made and the choices that Bud Crawford made. And that's why we're surprised looking at his fans cross-eyed, and they talk about hate and all kind of other deflections, and we hardcore boxing fans. Nobody think about that shit, bro. There ain't nobody think about that shit. He done fucked up too much. You know what I'm saying? He is not on the level of a Pernell Whitaker. He don't have that kind of heart, bro. He ain't made of the stuff of Roger Mayweather or Chavez. He's not made of that kind of stuff, y'all. And y'all need to see that and stop with the bullshit, bro. All the narrative.
But like you just said, he know he fucked up. It shows you he know he fucked up and been fucking up, but it shows you he know he fucked up. Pool. This man is getting paid $10 million, bro. Biggest purse he's ever got, right, Pool?
Right.
And this motherfucker ain't said nothing about the fight. He ain't posted it on his. He ain't even posted it on his motherfucking website or nothing. So now when his motherfucking pay-per-view flop, they can't even just say, well, Terence Crawford don't sell. It goes back to what Bob said. He does not promote or sell himself. You have to somewhat sell yourself to the public. Everybody like Errol because he's a regular motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? He's a motherfucker you see at Walmart. Hey, what up, EJ? Oh, shit, bro. Just chilling out here with my girl and the kid. Grab these snacks and get the fuck up out of here. Like, he make himself seem like a regular motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford do too, but only to the people who really know him in real life. You see what I'm saying? Terence Crawford is one of the coolest motherfuckers ever to the people who really know him. You see what I'm saying? But he's not that to the people who don't know them. If people can't relate to you, they don't feel like they should buy your product, bro. And on top of that, you're fighting Rudy Poos. Give us another name that can actually have anywhere from a 50 to 60, a 50 to 70% chance to beat you. Then we can give you more praise. But when you go in there fighting truck drivers, as in garbage truck drivers, as in just started last week garbage truck drivers, can't nobody believe that, bro. I
See,
can't
I'm
believe
not.
you over my eyes. I just can't. Hey, Poole, we can't believe somebody else over what our eyes show us, bro.
Well, look at this delusion right here. Talking about Bud can only fight who they put in front of him. Wasn't Errol Spence Jr. just in front of him? Wasn't
Bro,
Errol
in his
Spence
face,
Jr.
in his face.
Wasn't Pacquiao in front of him? You know what I'm saying? Bro, the delusion, bro. Come on off that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's trying to argue that. We hardcore boxing fans. That means something. I mean, that means that bullshit don't fly, bro. You know what I'm saying? We've been watching Crawford for, ever since he fought Gamboa, and we watched how he moved, bro. You can't come in here with that kind of crap. You know what I'm saying? Dante Hall said he could have took a tune up back in June or something. You're right. You see what I'm saying? We looking at his fighting spirit. The dude don't want to fight, bro. Nobody hates Bud, but man, he's fucked up a lot of boxing, bro. He's fucked up a lot of boxing. You know what I'm
Hey, Poole, but
saying?
like dude said too. How did you fight Sean Porter in 2021? Was that November, wasn't it?
What's that? Say
20
that
he fought him
again.
in like November. I said, how did Bud fight Sean Porter November of 2021? It is November of 2022. I mean, it's about to be November 1st, and you have no fights, bro. Like you should have been had a goddamn tune-up fight, like
Mm-hmm.
on your own. And remember, Al Heyman, Bob Arum ain't giving me these fights, he ain't doing that. So you're your own person now. You can go fight anybody. You can sign any fight now without having to talk to Bob Arum or nothing. So why haven't you had a fight, bro? That's what, 8 months in between damn near? How you ain't had one fight in 8 months? Or even signed up to even negotiate. This is his first fight. He even negotiated in that 8 months was with Earl Spence. And now it
Now,
went from Earl Spence to motherfucking David Kardashian. You see what I'm saying?
and check this out. Look what Devin Haney did to get what he got. You know what I'm saying? He took a shitty deal where he had to fight a mediocre guy twice. You know what I'm saying? Just to get undisputed. You know what I'm saying? He got crappy money for it so he could get the Lomachenko fight. That is a fighter that's fighting for legacy. That's what that looks like. See what I'm saying? But I don't give a fuck how much he had the opportunity to be undisputed twice. He had the opportunity to beat his rival. You know what I'm saying? And so he turns around and take this Rudy Poot deal. You know what I'm saying? When he had all the options of greatness. If he would have won, imagine if Bud would have won undisputed and beat Earl Spence Jr., bro, he would have been mad. He would have been that dude, bro. I'm talking
Listen,
about he
no,
would have
no,
been
no, 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 no,
first
no, no, no,
ballot.
no, no.
First
If he
ballot.
beats Earl, man, first ballot. If he beats Earl, especially how they think he gonna beat Earl. If he beats Earl and stop Earl, bro, you damn near gotta put him right under Floyd and a couple others up there. He's top 10, no debate. Top 10 welterweight of all time, no debate. I don't give a fuck where you put him. He's top 10, no debate. Especially if he stopped Earl. You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
Top
definitely
10.
pound for pound number one. Oh, I mean,
You see what I'm
down the
saying?
line, no question. You see what I'm
No
saying? But
question. You can't even
he turned
debate it.
he turned away from history, bro, two times. 2018, he turned away from history. And this
Yep.
time he turned away from history, bro. Your man ain't that dude. You see what I'm
He
saying?
not. He not who y'all think he is. And it's the thing, bro. He got his fans. Like one of my homeboys is a Bud fan till he died. He could catch Bud kissing a nigga in the mouth, tongue, and everything, and that nigga be like, "The nigga started kissing him. All Bud did was open his mouth." Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. This is how Bud fans really operate with him, bro. Like the man can't do no fucking wrong, bro. He the reason
And
why his whole career went the way it did. They sent him a re-advised copy, which means they changed shit for him.
right.
He's been sitting on that contract. He's been sitting on the contract that was sent to him for 3.5 weeks, bro. Ain't said nothing to nobody until they start coming out, man. This man bullshit. Oh yeah, I gotta fight, guys. Come on, the man is doing whole shit after whole shit after whole shit, but y'all calling him a real. It doesn't work like that, bro. It doesn't work like that.
Let me catch up with some of the comments. Cholo Corner said exactly 100. He says, just say you need a tune up. He said that would be smart, respectful, but now Bob just being disrespectful and shook. What's going on, W Nibbles? He says, if bum ass Crawford going to depend on Gamboa fight to take him 20 years down the line, he's crazy. And Big Blunt Boxing in the building, still with us. He says he's getting 5 million, not 10 million. Zach B, he says, thank you for the wrench, big bro. Oh, I thought I've been had you a wrench, bro. You've been here for a minute. EJ was the first to spank Floyd. He said, EJ, don't kiss ass. He said, Floyd only shows love to the ones that look up to him. Floyd is a Bud idol. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Zach is 100% right on that, bro. If you kissing Floyd ass, he treats you like you gold. He want to speak high on you and everything. Like he told Earl in the gym when Earl did that interview when he was talking about, oh yeah, he was like, oh man, and the guys in there, oh don't worry about it, man. That's just Floyd. That's how he talk to people. What that nigga EJ said? No, that's how he talk to y'all. That nigga ain't finna talk to me like that. Like EJ just not a hoe on no level, cuz. You see what I'm saying? Like you heard what he told dude. Hey man, tell your boy to shut up. Like cuz just ain't no hoe, cuz. EJ one of them niggas, bro. I mind my business. I don't fuck with nobody. But if you merge into my lane, I'ma tear your car up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Zach B says, remember when they came head to head? EJ said, you ain't Floyd. Laugh out loud. EJ funny, y'all. EJ got them jokes, bro. That nigga be roasting, man.
And he do, but let me tell you something though. Let me tell you something. And Zach, right? How he did say that to him, right? When you go back and watch that, everybody that's in this chat, go back and watch when Earl and Bud met up. It was only one nigga that was serious, bro. Bud in there playing and laughing. And nigga, EJ was. Go look at EJ, bro. It was only one nigga joking, bro. EJ, like, nigga, I will stop. Nigga, you way too little. You like that? Like, when you go back and look, see how many times you see Bud smiling and fake laughing and shit, and then look at Earl. Nigga, this nigga wasn't laughing at all, bro. He like, nah, bro, I'm gonna really whoop your ass.
And you know what? Even then, they were using them old women tactics. Why are you talking from the side? Why are you talking from the side? And he's just like, what the fuck? Who talking from the side? It's like they, what I'm saying, trying to throw that reverse mind trick shit on you. Like, no, dog, just say what you mean and mean what you say, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, but you see how when he told, he had to humble Bud a little bit when he told. No, that was Earl telling Bud homie to stop talking for the side. He said, tell your homie to shut up. Earl told him to shut up. And then Bud called himself trying to jump in. No, you talking to me. Bud said, well, tell your nigga to shut up then. Well, you talking to me now. I would tell your nigga to shut up. Like, ain't no, cause you talking to me. Nigga, you and this nigga shut up. Like, but when you go back and watch that, it was only one person serious.
Dude was in his face like he wanted to fight, like he wanted to jump EJ or something. You know what I'm saying? The dude who you talking about, tell him to shut up. You know what I'm saying? He kept acting like he wanted to jump in or some shit, like he wanted to fight EJ or something. Yeah, all the Crawford crew is like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to fight on the outside or something, and they know they don't want that shit. You know
Pool, them niggas can get. Hey, Pool, they can get that 3-on-3, cuz. Talk to EJ. They can get that 3-on-3.
They don't want to fuck up the bag now, because
Hey, but look though, they'll set it up. Listen to me, bro. They'll set it up. As in Derrick James versus Bomac. Derrick James versus Bomac. Earl versus Bud. And Earl homie versus Bernie the Boxer. It'd be a 3-0 run on them niggas.
You remember when things got heated? Bob just kind of came out of no damn well. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, where the hell that old nigga come from? They must be heard the ruckus. And Bob said, shit, I got to get down here. You know what I'm saying? And that was a perfect time to build that fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Well, the fight been building from that point on his own. You know what I'm saying? The shit had a life of its own. But Bob, he just came out of damn nowhere and told me we were all part of a fraternity. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, take your ass out of there.
And that's what he sounded like too.
We're all part.
Hey, but I'm gonna be real with you though. Hey, Jordan, I'm telling you, Earl homie Jordan will beat the fuck out of Bernie the Boxer, bro. Like they be on that. That's what I'm saying. Them niggas, listen to me, Earl homie. Listen to me, bro. Earl homie is right into the dirt behind Earl. Do you hear me? Like I know people, bro. I can see it in people. Cuz riding to the dirt behind Earl, cuz. Like I can see cuz like on some off the record type shit. If Earl was to ever be like, because Earl ain't like, man, we cool, bro. We know they hoes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Earl the power. Mm-hmm. He the head guy in charge. He the head honcho. Man, if Earl would say, man, shit, it's whatever. I guarantee, man, Jordan would slap the shit out of Bernie the Boxer. Them niggas
Well,
is hoes,
Let me
cuz.
say
well,
this.
we all know here in Dallas, there's a whole nother story going on, but it ain't on no boxing shit. But I'm not getting into all that shit.
Hey,
There's a
Pooh.
whole
Yeah, and
lot of
I respect
Yeah, I was
a
just
lot
about to
of
say
these
that.
people that's doing the
I was
boxing
just about to
shit.
say that, bro.
I
I was just
respect
about
a
to
lot
say
of
that.
people who doing we're not even finna bring that shit up now. We're not
I
even gonna
think.
bring that shit up now. I'm talking
Hold
about
on,
I
hold
respect
on,
all the people on the boxing scene that ain't even talking about it.
No, just let me
hold
say
on,
this.
Mark. I think Inside Square Circle was saying something. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
we ain't gonna touch on base, but for all them people who thinking that Bud and his people from the streets and his people this and that,
Bruh.
all I'm gonna tell you is that Bud may have people that'll fight for him. I'm trying to tell you, they got people that EJ know people that will lay somebody down for him.
Oh, for sure.
They will get rid of you.
Look,
That's all I'm saying.
it's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying?
It's a different club.
I'm not gonna
It's
get
a different
on.
club in Texas.
I ain't gonna get on why he had to do what he did to get back on his career path. But
Yeah.
EJ bruh, he
All I'm
had to
saying
get
is
back.
EJ homeboys will make you disappear. That's all I'm saying.
Right? You
That's
know
all
what
I'm
I'm
saying,
saying?
cuz. Not only
Right.
that, but it's not only that, bro. But EJ one of them cats down there, bro. It's little niggas in the city that'll come ask him, "Hey, big homie, do you got some work for me? Hey, big homie, you want me to?" Come on, bro. That's why we ain't even gonna get into that shit, bro. Because all this with a man, get the fuck out of here, bro. You comparing Nebraska to
I'm
fucking
just saying
Texas? Come
most
on, bro.
boxers come from, come from a rough background, and everybody knows somebody growing up. You know what I'm saying? So these guys got to keep it professional. That's why I be wanting Terence Crawford to keep it professional, without the drunk calling the man a drunk, because this shit could get real personal. You know what I'm saying? With these guys, they're young. I'm glad they matured a little bit, out of that stage. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't so personal. You know what I'm saying? Because Dallas ain't that far from Oklahoma. I mean, from Omaha. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want shit to get like that. You know what I'm saying? So all these Bud fans that making shit personal and shit, it's just a competition between the
But this
Bud
the thing,
fighters.
Bud is not a boss. Bud's a little nigga. Let me tell you why Bud's a little nigga. Bud got that mindset of that nigga after the club. I'm gonna kill everybody in
No,
this motherfucker.
he got
And
that.
then when two people die, but look though, but
He
then
got
when two people,
he got that
Bud after the club,
Napoleon complex.
but peep this though, bro. Bud come off that nigga after the club. I'm gonna kill everybody in this motherfucker. Then when two people die, his ass down there for question. Bro, the type of nigga you don't forgot you had this. He don't let another nigga get five different type of beats before he done something that came up. You know what I'm saying? Like Bud is a little nigga. He has a little nigga mentality. He already got the littlest nigga in the world talking from him. Motherfucker had an opportunity to answer whatever he had, but instead he got Bernie the boxer talking for him. Well,
Right. And as
Cuz
small as
told me I could say
he's
this,
smaller than
I could
goddamn
say
Bud.
this. Hey, Paul, I could say this, but I can't say that. What if the camera was just in his goddamn face the night before? Then the next day, Bernie on the goddamn thing talking shit and defending him. Why didn't he say that shit when the camera was in his face? It's just too
Right.
much whole shit, bro.
Let me catch
When you
up on
talk to
some of
Earl,
these.
when Earl talk about Bud, hey man, just keep taking care of them babies, man. Keep doing your thing, man. It ain't never no hate.
Let
Motherfucker, we
me
winning. We ain't got time to talk about the losers.
let me catch up on some of these comments. Grown man
Yep.
boxer says, since the accident, he said EJ's been real wicked. He said when he said he loved breaking you down and taking your spirit, that shook the shit out of Bud. You already know he knew he was on that demon time. Cholo Corner says Bud got the nerve to talk about going to 154. He said to fight Charlo, shaking my head. That's another clout chase right there. He said we should have seen this coming just from him capping on that alone. Yeah. And Raw Sports TV says he fought once a year for the last 4 years, and all of a sudden he need a tune up. He need a tune up. Champions should not be allowed to take tune ups only up only other champions or they're mandatory. And Zach B says he said Bud said he wanted to fight this year. So what happens if Bud doesn't fight this year? It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? This shit is all gobbledygook. That's what we notice about, what I'm saying, Terence Crawford. The shit is just bullshit. Eric R, what's going on, my brother? He says, hey, he said Bud fought and beat Keith Thurman. He said had Bud fought and beat Keith Thurman and EJ, he would have been locked. He would have been locked in.
That's a
Yeah,
fact. That's a fact. And
and
we would give
he
him,
said,
what we not giving props
let
for?
me let me
We would
finish.
give him
Let me
props
finish.
too, right?
Let me finish his comment. He said, as
Yeah.
the Mayweather Roy Jones SRL of this era. What's the SRL? What's that? of this era?
I don't know, but he just saying he would have
Sugar Ray
been
Leonard.
one of the realest in this era.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, Sugar Ray Leonard. Yeah.
He would
Yeah,
have
yeah.
Roy Jones and Sugar Ray Leonard of this era. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
That's a fact.
He's 100% correct on that, bro. Dave Skates out there said Bud fans as bad as Canelo fans stands for real, for real. That's true. You know what I'm saying? You can't, man, them motherfuckers be rolling with damn Bud like shit, like they Bud himself. And Dave Skates out there says his fans got more confidence in him than he does himself. That's true. And C Dewberry says, I don't think he fighting in December. Yeah, this shit seemed like it's just a duck move, bro. You know what I'm saying? He just trying to get out of that damn corner he was in. Jay Smith says, if I was Bud, I would have gotten the ring and been ready to throw these fists at EJ for show. You know what I'm saying? You came back out of that shit once you done put it on the line, bro. And Dave Skates out there said, Bud fans, he's gonna beat EJ. He said, shit, Bud clearly don't think so. And Michael, let me see. Michael Robinson says, it would be fitting that David Avenesian got underestimated by Bud and Bud loses by points. That would be fitting. He ain't gonna outpoint him, not that nigga. If anything, he'll
Be
knock
real
him
with you.
out.
I
got him hurting Bud.
Yeah, he
I ain't
gonna hurt
saying beating
Bud.
him, but I got him hurting or stunning Bud to where everybody gonna know after this fight with David that he can't fuck with Earl. This fight is gonna expose Terence more than help him. Watch what I tell you.
And let me see. Let me get down. Let me see. W. Nibble says, he says, Spence my ninja till the casket drop. And Charles Corner says, I was talking about that meetup today. Bud was shook. And Charles Corner says Spence had the hoodie on, looking real serious during that meetup. Yes, sir. He was looking like an assassin. He was kind of heavy that one too. And let me see. John Norris says, on guard, he said Spence peeped it since day one. He said they know that man need help for sure. Dante Hall says, I knew something was funny when Bud didn't show at the when he didn't show at we talked about that when he didn't show up at the Ugas fight.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, and Windy City Assassin says Black Fight Fan said EJ his girl and homie drove 3 hours from Dallas to Oklahoma to confront Bud at the Mo Hooker fight. EJ slid on Bud, not the other way around. But see, they keep
That's
every time you come, they keep trying to switch the narrative up, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. And B Dog, what's going on, bro? He says nobody said. He said nobody said Floyd was light in the ass. That's true. That's true. Eric R says EJ said, "Tell your bitch to be quiet."
Hey, Paul, you skipped it. He said he basically what he did was he said what Terrence said, then he said what Earl said when he said ain't nobody say Floyd was like the ass, and then you actually skipped over the one he said right behind it. He said, yeah, but you ain't Floyd. What Earl had said to his ass back.
Oh yeah, but you ain't Floyd. And let's see. I think I got a super chat. Let me see. What's going on, C. Dewberry? Thank you for that $10 super chat, my brother. He said, if Bud actually fights in December, which is a big if, he said Bud could feel the pressure to look good and possibly get his ass clipped. Because we all know when you trying to knock out a motherfucker, that's what happens. You get knocked out.
And
You know
Bud Cheney.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You could make a big mistake leaving your damn chin out there, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is the year for upsets. You know what I'm saying? We saw Loma get his ass beat.
Hold on, Paul, before you read that, just only to what you said real quick, right? Think about that, bro. Think about if that happened. You ran from this motherfucker legacy fight and got your ass clipped and knocked out by a no-name.
Hey,
biggest upset in the history of boxing.
That's going to be the only uptick in this fight, is that the people want to see Bud get knocked out. He's going to be on that Floyd Mayweather money because people are going to hate his ass because he walked away from the biggest fight in boxing history, and they're going to want to see David Avenesian fan base just went up exponentially by 6 times, bro. Everybody's going to be rooting for David Avenesian. You know what I'm saying? Just because of what Bud did. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Jeff R. What's going on? He said, Pool, I love your channel. Y'all keep it 100. Gotta Gotta go. Peace out. Stay blessed. No doubt, my brothers. Hey, slide on back through. Jay Smith says, let's see. He said, Bud said we can go in the room and see who come out last. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, but he got them. He hauling ass right now. He leaving the house, the yard. This motherfucker leaving town. This nigga ain't even trying to fight EJ right now. And I just don't see how he gonna get back to that fight, yo. I just don't see it. Dave Skates all day said Bud ain't built like that. Laugh out loud. He said he might lose to Thurman. And Dave Skates all day just tell me he said Sugar Ray Leonard. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I definitely should be able to pick up on that. You know what I'm saying? That's my era, goddammit. He says, Dave Skates all day says, he said, nigga, I'm buying everyone shots at the bar. If Bugs get dropped by this cab driver, it's up. Hey, no doubt. DD says, EJ, he said EJ shirt with the big fish knocking on the Bud's door. He says, Bud was hiding in the closet, talking about, hold on, the whole time BLK pulled at the back door and rescued Bud chump ass. That's why everybody upset, and that's why everybody like on Blue Blood. I'm sorry, what you said inside?
No, I was just saying that's facts. He was looking, bro. BLK, me and you talked about that pool. He would have signed to anybody, bro, who would have saved him from EJ. That shit was a rescue mission. They rescued him.
So you saying he would sign with anybody? You know what I'm saying?
Anybody, boy. That
nigga would have went to Coca-Cola. That nigga would have went to anybody.
BLK Prime pulled him in like a pimp taking a hook off the street. She ain't have no leader. They found him off the street and took him in.
Let's see. Dave Skates all that said EJ gonna be on Twitter like put him in the dirt. You know, you already know. Y'all already ahead on that shit. Y'all already know. He said they saw that day that EJ was no hole in him. He said other boxers get intimidated around Bud. He said EJ treated them boys like little niggas. That's exactly what I got the same kind of feeling, right? Like he was like, they trying to intimidate me. It's like when you walk and you got like a bunch of poodles. You got a bunch of poodles. You know what I'm saying? Snapping at you, and they try. You know how them poodles be coming at you like they trying to like really intimidate you, and you like get your ass up out of here. You know what I'm saying? This is hold on, let me I got a super chat. What's going on, Charles Corner? Thank you for that $5 super chat. He said, I love this channel because y'all just speak nothing but facts. He said they keeping a legacy fight from us, but hopefully it will work. Peace, Pool, and the gang. Oh, you one of the gang now, you know what I'm saying? You know, make sure you slide on through when you get them notifications. What you say, bro?
I think that's a female.
I said Charlo's Corner. Oh. Is that how you pronounce that? Charlo's Corner? Chloe. That's how you say that? Chloe?
Yeah, Chloe's
okay,
Corner.
Chloe's Corner. I figured it was female, but I thought it was Spanish, whatever. Chloe's Corner.
Yeah.
Okay. And let me see, Zach B. Did I read that? He says, from the streets of Baltimore. He said, and I promise you, if EJ wasn't a boxer, he would be a real stepper. I'm sure, man. He had problems in school, and his daddy had to put him in boxing because he was, bullying motherfuckers and stuff. So, he had to get that energy, refocused. You know what I'm saying? So that nigga, he will fight now. He said he will fight. Eric R says Charlo is not what Bud wants. I know, bro. I mean, I don't even know what he's talking about, bro. You know what I'm saying? I guess if you can't beat beat the dude in front of you, you scream out King Kong, and that's who you act like you aiming for. But nobody ain't going for that clout chase shit no more. No, if he won't fight EJ, he damn sure ain't gonna fight go up to 154 to fight Jamel. You know what I'm saying? Jamel is fighting his best right now, bro. That dude he's in a zone right now. He says Charlo is not what Bud wants. It's like a bigger, unpolished EJ who is mentally unwound and has grave digger power in both hands. Yeah, you get Charlo, man. That nigga like the Hulk. That motherfucker just get stronger and shit. That nigga start swinging and shit and catch you with that left hook. He think he chinny and shit. So he hit Bud with some of them shots, man. He be fucked up. Dave Skates all day said another thing is if Bud want to go to 154, you don't see him saying he can fight EJ at 154. If it don't happen at 147, he shook. Yeah, he don't talk a lot about EJ. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't talk. He don't put EJ in the conversation, and that's weird to me. You know what I'm saying? You know, Sugar Ray used to talk about Marvin Hagler because they were gonna fight. He used to talk about Tommy Hearns. You know what I'm saying? Because they were gonna fight. You know, Bud don't talk about EJ because for one, I think he a hater and he don't want to give him no shine. And two, you know what I'm saying? He really don't want that smoke. He want the clout over EJ. You know what I'm saying? What you think about that? I think he just want the clout over EJ. What you think?
That's all it is, bro. He want clout. This whole thing about him having himself tied to EJ was all about clout. This never had nothing to do with him actually fighting EJ ever. That's when I'm starting. Everybody talking about, oh, it was because this fell through and this, bro. That's a bullshit ass lie. I'm gonna tell you how I know it's a bullshit ass lie because Bud sit up there and told Blue Blood. Well, I don't know. You know, I'm giving Blue Blood the benefit of the doubt, but he told Blue Blood that I agreed to everything. You know, I want this fight. I'm gonna whoop his ass. I want this fight. I agreed to everything. Then you turn around and said, well, you know, I'm not gonna agree to everything until I see the books. You lying. You been lying. You never intended on fighting Errol Spence. You wanted clout. You know the people didn't know you. You know that's why you never sold nothing. You know ain't nobody know who the fuck you was until your name got tied to EJ. So you rolled that man coattails this whole time just to build your own name. You never had no interest in actually stepping in the ring with this man. You just wanted his name. That's it.
Neville said, let me see. W. Neville said, what's going on, bro? He says, Spence and Crawford ain't happening. He said the shit Bud done is worse than Thurman. Ain't it though? And that's why I can't stand Thurman, man. That's why I can't stand him because he did that dumb shit. Let me see. Dave Skates All Day says he calls Charlo at 154, but not EJ. Laugh out loud. And Charlo will KO him, and he'll make less money. Yeah, man. I just hate to see. Crawford go out like that, man, as a dud. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're expecting a bomb. It's like one of them firecrackers. Shit don't pop. You know what I'm saying? Shit is a dud, bro. And that's what it feels like. We had all this excitement and the shit is just, you know what I'm saying? Everything is just muffled, bro. It's like it's all gone, man. Cause this dude is just really taking the excitement out of boxing. Dave Skates All Day said it's like Ryan Garcia calls takeout in a fights a cab driver. I'm trying to tell you, y'all, that's another one y'all better get ready for. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia is the master clout chaser. You know what I'm saying? Dave Skates All Day said the wall's closing in and he ain't got no options left, no network, and now anesthesia fight. Fuck out of here. He says smoke and mirrors. Exactly. And you know what? Now y'all understand what EJ was saying back then, even though he was ahead of us. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't know what was going on behind the scenes of the history and stuff. You know what I'm saying? He said y'all smoke and mirrors. And here it is, bro. Smoke and mirrors, bro. Here it is, smoke and mirrors. Once again, and his fans allow him to get away with making all these excuses. This nigga has done a whole duck and they still in his corner, bro. So they just got to be motherfuckers that hate. They must have went to school with EJ and he stole a girlfriend or something. You know what I'm saying? Dave Skates All Day said the same shit with Canelo and ducking David Benny. Bro, what you talking about? Bro, I can't even talk about Canelo. I dislike that dude so much. And they think it's because he's Spanish. It ain't because he's Spanish, bro. It's because he's weak. It ain't because he's Spanish, bro. It's because he's fronting. He's perpetrating the fraud on the people. And he's getting paid like he's the top dude. I don't like that, bro. And that ain't no hate. That's just the nigga ain't real. You know what I'm saying? That's just all that is. You know what I'm saying? The nigga ain't real. And he's posing for shit and playing golf and like, nigga, fuck all that. Nigga, get in the ring with David Benavidez, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We already see what Bivol did to you. What you think David gonna do to you? David gonna massacre your ass. And he's really freezing him out. How many eliminators Dave done fought inside? King Judah.
I don't even know, man. I don't
like two.
Yeah, probably I think like two, something like that. But I mean, the thing is, like you say, they don't want to see David Benavidez because he a hard fight for anybody. Even if you beat David Benavidez, you know you're gonna take some punishment. They know that.
And he can't take that kind of punishment at this point in his career.
Yeah.
Let me see. Dave Skates all day says Charles says, shut up, be quiet, take the B side split. That boy crazy. The way that boy be talking. Because I'm a KO artist. He said, I don't get paid for overtime. That boy, they're crazy. It's probably wild as hell to hang out with somebody like that. And he says, Jay Smith said, Ryan want his chain back. He better fight Tank. Yeah, man, that was a crazy. I don't know if that was publicity or if that was real. You know what I'm saying?
I don't got respect
Jason.
for neither one of them boys, Pool. I'm being real with you, bro. They hold it like I told you how I feel, bro. When they first remember they first started announced that they might fight. I told y'all might not remember, but I told everybody, bro, don't hold your breath. Neither one of them dudes gonna fight each other. I'm gonna tell you why. Neither one of them dudes want no real challenge. And I ain't saying Ryan Garcia this world beater. And we know Tank can fight, but the thing is, Tank way too good for Ryan Garcia to want to fight, and Ryan Garcia too good for Tank to actually want to fight at this point. I don't care what nobody say. Until Tank show me he want to fight an elite fighter, I'm gonna believe he don't want to fight an elite fighter. And so far, my hunch has been correct because I said Ryan Garcia lit too good for Tank to step in the ring with him. And what happened?
Boy, you had no faith in Tank, boy.
Nah,
I think Tank could knock Ryan Garcia ass out. Because I think he got the confidence. I think he got the confidence to run up on Ryan because he think he a hoe. You know, so I think Devin Haney, I think everybody think Ryan a hoe. And I don't think Ryan care. I think Ryan just want to get rich. He want to be a celebrity. And I think they sense that he's not a real fighter. That's why everybody want his ass. You know what I'm saying? But Ryan understand that fight is going to be hard to make. And if they could change direction and pivot on their ass and get enough clout to get an easy fight. That's what I think. And T Hunt says, ironic how Bud called out Canelo for doing the same thing. Yeah, see, there's no realness, you know what I'm saying, in this boxing shit. Because nobody, they stand on their square on nothing. It's always making up shit and moving the goalposts. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's like you don't want to waste time arguing with niggas that ain't real. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. It's like you doing the same shit. I call him the Black Canelo. I've been calling him the Black Canelo for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Jay Smith says, I said, I don't see the fight happening. He said, Floyd and Oscar ain't doing business with each other. That's right, because he started out the gate talking about 50-50 for that. I said, oh, shit, this fight ain't happening. And then you talking about the zone. Now, with Floyd trying to make a fight with the zone, using himself as leverage, he might be able to try to bring the fight over like that. That's the only way I can see this working, but you know how Floyd get down. You know, he's going to be in 100% control. You know what I'm saying? He's big. He's just as big as goddamn the zone, you know what I'm saying, on his own brand. You know, he is boxing, unfortunately. You know, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. He says, never thought I dislike a fighter worse than Keith and Canelo. He said, Bud's proving me wrong.
Facts.
You know, I mean, because you know, when you got a fight of this magnitude, you know, that would be like, see, Blue Blood, you know, he did what he did, but it would just be like if he came in on the Manny Pacquiao and Floyd and, you know, got in on the deal, he'll receive the same kind of thing because it's such a big fight. And people just trying to process that the fight's not happening. And it's nothing against Blue Blood. It's just that people want to see this fight. And, you know what I'm saying, people going to take it out on him just because, you know, he getting in with the company that's getting the fight. You see what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with Blue Blood. It's Terence Crawford that made that decision. See what I'm saying? So, you know, that's how I look at that. And Dave Skates all day say, I think Tanks want that smoke, but Floyd want to control everything. And Floyd is my favorite boxer, but damn, he be holding Tank back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know. It always comes out. Tank said, I'm not signed with him, or he is signed with him. I don't know what's up with that. You know what I'm saying? You never see boxing. It's like they never clear about what's really going on. It says Ryan hands are quick as hell. Yeah, but see, he only got 3 punches. And, you know, he only got 2 movement. He just uses reflexes.
Yeah, he be throwing that damn chin up straight in the air, too. His chin be up.
Well, see, he's predictable, but see, he's so fast, but see, Tank fast, too. Yeah. See what I'm saying? And so he'll catch. He keep doing the same thing against a boxer. That's all they work on is timing and muscle memory. So he would catch him just like he caught Rolly Romero, because Ryan do the same shit over and over again, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's not creative. You know what I'm saying? Enough to keep Tank off, you know, off his ass. You know what I'm saying? You know, Tanker, he's crafty. He'd fall back and let Ryan fall into a groove and bam, and have his ass shook. He'd be fucked up, man. He don't have enough experience to change his timing and shit like that. He's not that good yet. He's got to keep fighting and get into his craft because he's fighting right now. He's just a better athlete than most of the fighters he fight. But see, Tank is a superb athlete, bro, and he got the boxing skills. So he would get in there. That's why he want to fight Ryan so bad because he know he could beat him. You know what I'm saying? They skates out there said Ryan got fast hands, hot pumping estrogen. He says straight up twat. That's why they want him. That's why he want him so bad. But see, he can't be showing that kind of energy, towards Ryan and not energy towards the other people, the other champions like Devin. He should have that same kind of energy. And that's what people talking about. They peeping game. You know what I'm saying? Grown man boxer said Bud, the black Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? That according to Thomas said laugh out loud. He said every chance you to get you don't take helmet. Boy, they hate when you hate when you be on that Tank shit, boy.
Man, listen, this is my thing, bro. When I first saw Tank, I supported Tank like I support all young black fighters, man. But a lot of people, I know Floyd, I know what Floyd doing. Floyd got his hand in it, but at the same time, at some point, the way you move gonna make me look at you a certain way as a fighter. So what I was paying attention to was that when him and Floyd got into it, and Floyd was telling him, he threatened him like, I'm gonna make that Lomachenko fight if you keep talking. And then instead of Tank responding like a fighter would in my eyes and saying, man, shit, do what you got to do. I'll whoop him too. Tank turn around and gonna tell the whole world, man, look, they trying to set me up. First of all, that's when I first started to lose respect for him. Then secondly, I watched how you talk all this noise about Devin Haney. You called him an email champion. You did all the stuff that all the non-black fighters who ducked him did. But you said everything. But like Devin said, you said everything but this fight. And you still underachieving. While Devin going out there doing everything he can to show people that I'm the best, you underachieving. And then you got your blind ass fans still singing from the rafters that you the best fighter at 135. I don't respect this shit.
That's kind of like what Keith Thurman was talking about when Floyd told him to fight EJ. He told me it was a setup. And I'm like, bro, you need to go ahead and make that fight because anytime a fighter, when Floyd asked you to fight, he told Canelo to fight. I forgot who he told him to fight, and he went and fought. I think it was Cotto or who it was. He told
Mosley or Cotto, one of them.
Mosley, it was one of them. He told him to go fight them, and he'll fight him, and that's what he did. And I believe if Keith Thurman would have went and beat EJ, he would have fought Keith Thurman. He would have got the fight. But then Keith Thurman would tell me that's a setup. Yeah, it was a setup because EJ would have whipped your ass. You know what I'm saying? But the Tank can't be doing that kind of shit. He got to keep the same energy, bro. People believe in Tank, but if you show that you're not the champion, that you're willing to fight everybody, you don't show that kind of energy, then that's when people, start to question, what you're made of. Devin Skates All Day says he made a video crying on a video after Tank grabbed his chain, laughing my ass off. Best Fight the Best had me rolling when he spoke about it. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? So, Ryan is all about cameras and action. He all about doing shit. That nigga don't care, man. He'll prostitute for attention, bro. And T Hunt says, I'm gonna clean up my side of the street and then come get your belt. He said, we'll see who holding up the fight after I get this third strap, Bud versus Avenue. No doubt, man. And see, they try to ignore that. See, that's the shit they try to ignore. You know what I'm saying? These are facts, bro. You know what I'm saying? Those dud firecrackers used to be the biggest disappointment for real. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He says, Eric Garcia says, Ryan Garcia is the weakest link. He has a puncher's chance, but with that chin on the center line, he said he is a walking home run to be made. Yeah, man, exactly. He don't have enough experience to beat Tank, man. Right now, you know what I'm saying? He just you know what I'm saying, getting back into it because he just took a hiatus, you know what I'm saying, trying to be a model. It ain't no like Crawford said about Sean Porter. He said, ain't no YouTuber gonna beat me. It ain't no damn model gonna beat Tank in the ring. Right. It ain't no damn model gonna beat Tank. You want to be 100% dedicated to boxing to beat somebody like Tank Davis because his people around him are good and they keeping him centered. Long as you keep, he's like a little mini Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Long as you keep that nigga centered, You know what I'm saying? You can't beat him. You know what I'm saying? You can't beat him. You know what I'm saying? But he's got to be in the right environment. You know what I'm saying? He can't be with Adrian Bronner dancing and shit, all up in the videos and shit. You know, with tight pants on and shit, and dancing like a nigga with activator in his hair. You know what I'm saying? He got to be focused. You know what I'm saying? Right now, his team got him focused, and I hope he stay that way, and I hope he keep the same energy for everybody. Um, GD says, I never thought I'd dislike a fight as equally as I dislike Floyd. Congrats, bud. He said, another cancer to boxing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's the crazy thing, man. That's the crazy thing, you know. Bud was the great build up, man, but he was a great letdown. Eric R says Tank next fight will answer if he's with Florida now. I don't understand why he's just so quiet about that. You know, Floyd already distancing himself. You know, he would distance himself from that dude if he make him look bad in the public. W. Nibble said Tank punch placement is top of the food chain. He's an exciting boxer, man. It ain't nothing wrong with his skills. He just need to get some opponents. Um, Eric R says Ryan to Tank is faster fitness version of rolling without the ruggedness. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, he's a better athlete, I think, than Rowley. He's more polished, I would say, because he had a better amateur. You know, he got an amateur background, and he's traded fists with Devin. So you know what I'm saying? He already know what it's like to be in there. He know he can't beat Devin and shit. You know what I'm saying? Not at this point because he didn't, you know what I'm saying, continue on his craft and developing. With Nivels, W. Nivels says Keith Thurman couldn't do what Tank did, and he is a 147er. Right. I mean, because you seen how that fight went with Marius Boreos, and Tank went in there and knocked that nigga out in the 11th round. Keith Thurman damn had to survive in that motherfucker. And it's like it just goes to show you, you know, that ring rust is real. You know what I'm saying? When you don't stay on top of your shit, that's why Lomachenko look like shit in there. If you don't stay on top of your game, bro, you know, this is like world class fight. Boxing is world class. You got to, you know, you keep up your stamina. You got to stay active, really. And if you don't, it's gonna show because them guys are hungry. They trying to touch them M's, you know what I'm saying, through boxing. And you know, if you don't stay active, you're gonna look like Keith Thurman. And he already got a body problem, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's up with his damn body. You know what I'm saying? Nigga cave in, nigga stomach made of plastic. Uh Eric R says Tank thought Pedraza was a setup. You know what I'm saying? Pedraza gonna give Teofimo Lopez hell, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo, if he don't get his mental straight, Pedraza gonna whip his ass. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. And Tom Roy Jones, all of them ain't saying shit about Bud fighting this bum. Right. And they ain't because they rock with him. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know why they vested in going against I think it's a PBC thing, really, to tell you the truth, because Floyd not Floyd. Roy was with HBO. Tava was with HBO also. So, you know, they kind of like still on that rival shit. You know what I'm saying? And Bud came up on HBO and they watched him fought. And they believe in his skill. I don't know why. They must be really not watching EJ like that. Um, Dave Skates out, they say they won't keep the same energy for nothing. You know what I'm saying? For nothing. Dave Skates all day says Tank really like Tyson with way more discipline, and Tank boxing IQ is very underrated. Yeah, it is. He said he will be setting cats up the whole fight and they never know it. Right. See, he get them comfortable and lull them into, you know what I'm saying, throwing punches and opening up. And that's when, you know, he used that explosiveness just to pow. You know what I'm saying? Dave Skates out there. So when Porter sparred Tank for the Bud fight, Porter said Tank, man, damn, he's different. He said, haha, I know Tank was punching on that nigga for real, for real. Hmm. Yeah. You know, Tank got some serious power. He just need to get some opponents, bro. He says, Chloe dad. He said, I'm Chloe's dad. Oh, okay. He said, I'm Chloe's
Oh,
dad.
shit.
Okay.
I thought that was
He said, I
Chloe.
started her channel and I figured, he said, I need to figure out how to change that thumbnail. He said, so who is the best fighter for Tank? He said, I think Garcia's a good fight. He says, Garcia has speed, power, and height. He just need experience. because right now he haven't been fighting nobody. So he let Devin jump out in front of him and get the experience because he turned down the Jorge Linares fight. He turned down the Jojo Diaz fight, and see he's just been modeling. He's just been getting by on bullshit fights, and see he's not fucking with no Tank. You know what I'm saying? Who's been it? Who's at least been rumbling with the what's that kid named Esau Cruz? You know what I'm saying? Even that, he back that fight didn't happen for Ryan Garcia. So anybody who could give Ryan Garcia a good test, he haven't been in the ring with, so he still need a step up fight. Now for him to go straight to Tank is terrible. It's terrible. It's not gonna end well for him. You know what I'm saying? Because Tank is already think he a hoe, already got all the confidence. Can Ryan catch Tank? I don't think it's not. I think Tank could take a good punch, and I think Tank would take a punch just so he could land on Ryan Garcia because he just know Ryan Garcia. He's a front runner. You know what I'm saying? He only do well when things are going well for him in the ring. So when you put him on the back foot, that motherfucker will be destroyed. You know what I'm
Bro, I want to
saying?
ask you a question though, bro. Honestly,
Mhm.
in all honesty, there's no hating shit, bro. How long? So let's suppose 2 more years pass by, and Tank still fighting the same level of competition. How long are you and others are willing to keep saying that? You know what? I know he can do it, man. Tank got the skills; he can beat anybody. How long we gonna holler that if he not gonna actually do it?
Well, how long they said that about AB?
Well, see, I've never been. My thing. Well, I'm not. I can't say it because I'm
No,
not.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Look at the popularity and how many people believe that he gonna let his hands go, and
Right,
he done lost fight after fight, and people believe that AB is still the shit. It's the same thing. It's like when you enamored. See, a lot of people are enamored with power, and
Yeah,
Tank got power and ability. Once they see, just like Terence Crawford, that's why he lasted so long. They're enamored by the performances and his abilities. You know what I'm saying? What he might be, his potential. Everybody's like, you know what I'm saying? They see the potential and they want to believe in the potential. You know what I'm saying? And people can't let that go. Once the fighter show you who he is, you better believe it. You know what I'm saying? But until then, they're gonna believe in that power. They want to see, you know what I'm saying, him succeed. Tank come off like he's an innocent. You know what I'm saying? If you look at Tank, the way he be carrying himself, he still look like he a little boy or something.
yeah,
You
he
know what
got
I'm
boy
saying?
energy. He really do got boy energy, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. I would respect that more if you had boy energy and you was humble. Tank not humble and have boy energy. That make me look at you sideways. First of all, you're not humble and you think you know everything, and you have boy energy on top of it.
Well, like I said, sometimes we make more out of these fighters because we don't really know them personally. And
Yeah,
all we do is see their skills in the ring, so we make up shit subconsciously about who they are. You know what I'm saying? In our minds, they might be the biggest asshole in the world, but we wouldn't know it. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't care because we pay for their fights and we like what they do in the ring. But on the other side, because some of these fighters have been terrible. You know what I'm saying? Some of them, I mean, criminally and all this kind of shit, and their personalities. Some of the shit they've done. You know what I'm saying? They terrible behind the scenes. AB can't stay out of trouble, but we don't care about that. But we don't, so we don't really know what they made of. You know what I'm saying? Or how far they really want to take boxing. See what I'm saying? Because Terrence said shit, he would have retired if it wasn't for all the people that depend on him. He said he would have been retired. A lot of his fans don't think about that. You know what I'm saying? He thought he'd never make it this far in boxing. So it's no really, it really shouldn't be a surprise to none of us that he's not he don't want to go further or that he's just milking the system. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been out his heart been out of boxing a long time ago. Once he went undisputed, that's all he really wanted. So but we'll take it to the next level because we like his skills. You see what I'm saying? You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? We want it more than the fighters do. We want to see more of their skills. And it takes a lot to get yourself up, you know what I'm saying, to beat up your rivals or to take a chance. Tyrone Spencer, what's going on, my brother? He says, Tank is like Crawford. They fight for the bank. Yeah, I'm old school. I can't respect the way he's moving. See, me and you know what I'm saying? We the same, bro. I want these fighters, so to be the old school way, and call out, what I'm saying, the next big dude. But then right now, these fighters are just fighting like prize fighters. They just want to fight for the big fights. You know what I'm saying? Dave skates all day. He says, They be saying Ryan is just a kid, but he's 24 years old. He says Haney grown, but Haney's 23 years old. He said they baby Ryan too much. Well, I think they know what Ryan is, and I think they're trying to protect Ryan. But he's marketable. How you say that word? Marketable. So he's got the pretty face. You know what I'm saying? He's a model, and they trying to work that angle only for big fights. And I think they know he's not going to beat the Lomachenkos. He's not going to beat, the big names. They're trying to protect them, and they're trying to squeeze all the money they can out of, putting them on the market. He's not going to beat a Tank. He's not going to beat a Devin Haney. But they're gonna get them little side fights, those little fights. To build up a big cash cow. I'm just surprised that Oscar De La Hoya haven't done more with them. Or try to develop them. I'm surprised they don't spend no time with these damn fighters, bro. It's just crazy to me.
Well, Canelo was saying that they all fell out when he was with Eddie Reynoso. They said Ryan Garcia don't want to work. He don't want to fight. He more into being a social media personality than being a fighter.
And see, with that coming out, and with they knowing that, see, even Devin Haney said that Ryan Garcia is the weakest link, and I think we all know that, and they know what Ryan is. That's why we can't really expect none of these fights to make it. Because they're not going to let you beat the shit out of Ryan Garcia because they know what he is, bro. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. They going just like they ain't going to let Loma get in there with Devin Haney, not until he absolutely ready or until they see weakness in Devin Haney. They already
made the excuse. You heard what Loma said after that fight. Oh, you were big, you a heavyweight. Man, talk about exaggeration. You ain't say he was just big. I ain't here to interview myself, but I keep seeing what people doing videos. I'm thinking that, don't quote me, but I'm thinking he literally told Devin Haney that you look like a heavyweight.
He did.
That's so they to me, that's fear. That was fear talking.
Well, he planting seeds because he know he's slowing down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In case he get cornered and have to make the fight. But Bob already making excuses. You know what I'm saying? He's already making excuses and shit for Loma. And we already see the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's like this dude, come on, man. It's like everybody know that Loma's slowing down. The nigga old, and he ain't gonna beat no damn young 23-year-old goddamn Haney. That dude is a class act. I mean, he's showing the grown folks how to act. He's showing how to move with class, bro. I love that kid, man. Devin Skates all day says Tank is under Floyd, though he can only do so much. But I believe he okay Loma, Tio, Ryan, and maybe Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Shit, he ain't fucking with no Shakur. I think Devin outbox him. You know what I'm saying? But Tank, he could win. He could knock them dudes out. I don't know about Shakur because Shakur's range. See, Shakur don't take no chances. Devin take chances. He'll go in on your ass. It'll be a fight with Devin. You know what I'm saying? But with Shakur gonna box you. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna box you. He ain't gonna let you get in on him. Tyrone Spencer says Tank is 28 years old. He's no kid, and he said most people treat him like he's Ryan or Devin age. That's because look how many fights. I mean, look at who he's been fighting, bro. You know what I'm saying? He should be knocking niggas out right now. He should be fighting some of the best. You know what I'm saying? Right now, these fights should be in the past. You know what I'm saying? He should be on the other side of some shit. By the time Floyd was this age, Floyd was, man, he had so many accolades, it was ridiculous. But see, I think Floyd, I think because he whipped Floyd is holding him back. Dewberry says, got a roll. He said, enjoy the live. He said, appreciate the wrench. He said, till next time, fellas, no doubt. And Chloe's Corner says, we'll give Spence his chance for Undisputed. I can't wait for the Devin Loma fight. I want to see that ass whipping. All right. Now we're gonna leave it right there. We about almost 4 hours in, y'all. But you know what I'm saying? I'm glad I came on early. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Inside. Please subscribe to Inside the Square Circle with King Judah. You know what I'm saying? He got some great videos over there. They're well constructed, very professional. I love his channel. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to Just Do Boxing, you know what I'm saying? All them guys like that. And if you like my content, you'll love them dudes over there too with the TWT team. They all raw like that. G5, all them guys, Skywalker Boxing. Subscribe to all them dudes. I'm subscribed to them. I listen to them myself. And you know what I'm saying? I see you guys, you know what I'm saying? What is tomorrow? Probably come back on tomorrow at 8:45. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back on, you know what I'm saying? We'll see, we'll just watch this boxing thing. If anything pops up, you know what I'm saying, we'll go live. And you got anything you want to say inside?
Oh no, that's
I don't
about
know.
it, man. I'll tune in tomorrow, man. Talk to everybody then.
All right then. All right,
All
this
right.
has been Full Kind of Boxing. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and I appreciate all you guys for stopping through and rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? And remember what I say, y'all. Law don't go around here, law dog. Just have it. See you guys in the next one. Peace.